Please welcome Tom Summery. Know that I'm here, and your white privileges are going to save you tonight, okay, guys?
Been wanting to do this for 2 hours.
Balls deep in it. Like,
Yeah.
I jumped to the bottom, 12 foot down to the drain at the pool. Like, you gotta go there first.
This is Rebecca DePietro, former WWE diva, Playboy model, and Miss Hawaiian Tropic 2006. Shit, that was a long time ago. You're watching The Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for The Dog and Chicken Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Dog and Chicken Show, episode 100. Holy shit, 2 years and episode 100. And Tony's got a cowboy hat on.
Yep. Oh, Lord Almighty, folks, we have arrived. Episode 100. We have made the journey together. We all together made it through the tumult and chaos that was the year 2020. We have come through on the other side, and we are here at the mountaintop, and we have made it together here at the Dog and Chicken Show, Big Buckin' Empire, episode 100. Ladies and gentlemen, great for all of you to be here, and we are joined by a cast of marvelous characters, some folks that you've come to know throughout the years, the 2 years now, some folks that we all know and love. Just here, besides me, is my indomitable broadcast partner at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, Tony G. But before I hand it off, I'm Phil KOE, the one and only, the devilishly handsome outlaw himself. You can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube and Twitch, but goddamn, you had best be like, sharing, and subscribing right here, Big Buckin' Empire. You made it to episode 100, folks. T, take it away, sir.
Well, guys, that was Phil.
Thank you much. Yes.
Take it away.
Happy 100, Phil. Yay.
Well, I mean, come on. Put some pomp and some circumstance, some bass into your voice, goddammit. We made it to 100, motherfuckers. Come on now.
Yes, we did. And you can clearly tell that we've come 100 episodes in because I've got a hat on now. So obviously that means 100 episodes. That's a great milestone. What an achievement. And I'm still back here in 1995. Apparently, I'm sure it looks amazing for everybody. That's why I figured it didn't matter what I wore tonight because you can hardly see me anymore.
He's got that 10 megabyte fucking internet speed. I love it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. Thanks, Glenn.
This is going great.
It's a great service.
Perfect.
Everybody told me
was
for how many
actually
years? All
done.
these years.
Yeah, just take your shirt off. It'll go a lot faster. It can't process all that red. Yeah. That's what's going on. Your camera's just bogging down.
Brutal. So while Tony tries to update from Windows 95 to Windows 98, we're also joined by two marvelous gentlemen below us here. Brendan, Justin, introduce yourself to the beautiful people.
I'm Brendan from Dad's Worldwide, co-host with my best friend Jim, and these gentlemen, I'm lucky enough to have befriended them, and they've liked me enough to keep actually inviting me on. So,
give me one more strike, you turn into one of my best friends.
I was wondering if we could talk about the jobs.
It might come up.
The night is young, gentlemen. The night is young.
Great.
Justin, how we doing, sir?
Justin, aka Yank from Yanked Up Studios, Yanked Up Podcast, Yanked Up Cooking, one of the hosts from all them. So met these guys, most of them the top from Friends of Friend, and met Brendan basically from these guys.
Right, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that guy.
Nice.
The strike
Yeah,
guy.
And we got a late run in. Nice. There he is.
Audio issues with this damn thing. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of messing around with it. I'm going to take myself off mic for a minute, and I'll say hi to everybody when I get this figured out.
All right, sounds good.
I was about to say,
And
he
then-
came in with not only the steel chair, but the steel sounding audio.
We might also have a drop in later tonight of another old familiar face that has been ghosting us for about 6 months. We might know who that might be, but
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we shall see.
If he's got his nap in. But yes,
Yeah,
so
yes, we'll
Yes.
so yeah.
Real quick, since it's episode 100, let's get into this real quick, as everybody can see on the bottom here, and if you can see me clearly, obviously, that's why I'm wearing all red. I'm just a red blob, I'm sure, at this point. So
let me pull you up
episode
so everybody
1
can see you.
Hey, episode 100, drinking words. If somebody drops out of the stream, sex robots, Trump, and of course, if my kids interrupt the show. Follow us
Nice.
on YouTube, Facebook, and at Big Bucket Empire, and on Spotify,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's not even fair.
Apple, etc. And yeah, there we go. We're just going
Not
to
even
start that right now. All right, here we go.
All right. And also, gentlemen, we got to ask, what are we all drinking tonight?
Very true. I'll yeah, you cut out though. We couldn't hear
Yeah,
you.
Tony, you totally cut out though. Like, so it's kind of like if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, did it really make a noise? Like,
Nope, but it was sure red.
They're censoring him.
damn, Chicken had a weird answer to that question. Tony's like, I don't even want to episode 100 anymore. I don't even want it. Stupid. You're the ones that are stupid. Shut up.
Anyway, I'm starting off. I'm cocktailing with some Bullet bourbon to warm up, and then I'm debating on whether I want to open my bottle of Blanton's or if I'm going to jump over to a Dalmore 15. Maybe I'll do
Both good
both.
choices.
I don't know. I'm
about to
maybe
say.
just cross pollinating.
Hello there, Lynn.
Hey, all right,
Well-
Tony, what you drinking?
I am dipping into Jameson 18, only the best for episode 100.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. Me, on the other hand, I figured because this is our 100th episode, I had to drink something that's bottled and bond, because by law, bottled and bond has to be 100 proof, 100th episode. So I figured pull out the good old Colonel E.H. Taylor for tonight, my bottled and bond 100 proof bourbon, and I will be enjoying and sipping on this throughout this momentous occasion. So Lynn, good sir, what are you drinking?
Holy
Well,
shit.
definitely, I'm not drinking cum. That's really weird. I stuck.
That's a weird denial there.
Pretty good normal thing that I drink since the first episode. Just go with Crown. Just got it out of the freezer. That's why it's still kind of a little frosty. Keeps it all nice and chilled.
That is a good full
That's it.
circle. Like you came onto the show for the first time with Crown, and now here we are at episode 100 with Crown. That's just a good. See, folks, that's tying it all together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mr. Roy,
on.
what do you got tonight?
Lore friendly.
I tend to be the beer guy here, so I'm going to stick to that. I got myself a little local brew. Oh, sorry. Abel Ebenezer at a brewing company. Victory nor defeat. It's a double IPA. It's quite fantastic. 8%, and it's out of my home state of New Hampshire. So,
Nice.
You New Hampshire guys really like your libertarian quotes up
Mhm.
there, don't you?
oh yeah,
It's all over your beer and everything.
live for
And
your
your IPA.
yeah.
Everybody's got a Gadsden flag tattooed to their dick.
That's a little much, but it like
Or not.
Brendan
enough.
Roy's like, how did you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Yank, what you drinking?
Well, I finished off the Maker's Mark 46 that I had, and then I'll be joining Dad's with some beer.
Oh, some Stones, baby.
Go with the heavy stuff.
nice.
Oh, wow.
Save
Damn.
some pussy for the rest of us.
My bad, my bad.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, yes. Tony, do you want to start with explaining the rules
Where
to
do
the
we
pictures?
begin? Like,
Well, let's explain the send in the pictures.
I was going to say, do you want to start there?
Well,
Do you want to start
let's
there,
make
or do you want to start with the anonymous questions?
Well, we can go to that next. Let's start with, if you want to send in your pictures, explain what we're going to do with them. Do we want to vote by the end of it, or how do we want to do this?
Absolutely.
I think
let's start with that,
we should do,
and
like, a marry, kill, fuck thing.
Marry, kill, fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, I was just gonna
We
say
can do
vote
that.
Phil KOE 2024 for president.
Right.
If we're
No,
having a
don't
vote.
do
I mean,
that.
you know, I gotta.
Who's
Oh,
gonna
that's.
then?
I'm gonna shill my campaign at least 2 more times in this show.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Right. All right, Tony, explain what we're doing.
Okay, so what we got going on is, of course, it's a popular game we've been playing here for a while now. I take our selfies and I turn.
Brilliant.
I didn't know if he lagged or if he actually purposely stopped.
Brilliant.
You started laughing, so I didn't know if I should stop.
Like, you were halfway through it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Going
brilliant.
great.
Now, yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, Tony, don't get me wrong. The beautiful summer sounds that are your voice are coming through like a spring breeze. It's just perfect. So.
Excellent.
So, long story short, Tony takes pictures of us and then he puts it through an app that flips the gender. And then we see, like, for example, me, your King of Extreme, Phil KOE, I am one sexy bitch. Like, I am probably just like top 10, like on the number scale, I'm probably like a 12 out of 10. At least. So yeah, I mean, so that's what generally happens here. It's a great time, and Tony's just been as eager as can be to show it's what mad scientist creations he's about to drop into the world. So folks, you didn't know this much beauty was possible, but it's about to come all over your screens. Yes.
And your Osama can drink it.
There you go.
So-
He had a correction. He's got cucumber sake.
Oh, okay. That
Okay.
It's
sounds
the
a
best
little better.
sake he's ever had.
Oh, all right. Oh, Lord. So, folks, so
I'm just
Tony,
going to do this every time.
So just send a selfie. Send a selfie of you to either myself, Tony on Facebook or whatever, or Big Buckin, whichever Facebook account you want to send them to, and Tony will collect them and
We're gonna make
work
it
his
hot.
magic, and we're gonna see who is the hottest. Crowd participation absolutely encouraged. I want to see your hot bods coming through on here too, and see if anybody looks sexier than yours truly.
Man.
I was a pretty hot like trailer park chick. Like
Oh, you
I was
were.
one of those girls you see at the fair and you're like, I know she's with the carnies, so she can be a lot of fun.
Probably
But I know she travels with the carnies.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
like I was the girl next door though. Like, I was just like beautiful, hot as shit, like just sexy bitch. What can I say? So
How about that?
And that was before we did pictures.
I know, and that was before you even swapped the photos. It's like, God damn it, look at how
shit.
beautiful that is. So we will move on to that, and then we also have these anonymous questions from you, the fans, and that, I'll be honest, out of anything, I'm looking forward to that the most because, folks, they know that we're who to turn to. Like the Dog and Chicken Show with your King of Extreme, Brendan, Lynn, Justin. We're kind of like, like when you go to ask your mom and dad about those questions in life, we're that level of just axiomatic wisdom. So folks, really, like we live for this kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. So Chicken, are we going to pictures? Or are we going to questions?
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck Tony's going.
I'm waiting for Tony to go into Phil's screen and all of a sudden pop in there.
know.
Like, hey, how's it going?
Hi. I told him just to come over here. Like it would be.
Well, he just sent me a message, said, "Fuck this, I'm going to Phil's mill," and then he gets up, stands out of his chair, and then it
It's
froze.
just so-
no, we're
It
leaving that
hasn't
shit there
exactly-
until he gets back. We're just leaving that there. That
Exactly.
shit's
It's
funny.
not even stopped downloading.
That is
So-
hilarious.
So let's get to the
oh.
question. Poo.
Darn it.
Well,
So
let's
we'll
get to
wait
the
for-
questions.
We'll wait for Tony to get back before we do those, because I'm sure some will be directed at him. We can jump into a news story to just keep the flow of the show normal.
All right. What you got?
Oh my God! What we have to start with the obvious. Phil said it best the other day, ladies and gentlemen.
We got him. Cuomo goes down. I thought he was going to fight till the bitter fucking end, but no. The decades-long stranglehold over New York State politics that the Cuomo family has held has been broken. I never thought I'd live to see the day. I figured we had a he had a decent chance at running for president in a couple of years, and now no more. Things that make you go, right? But anyways, so yeah, Cuomo, the difference 18 months can make, huh? He was riding high, top of the world, getting like fucking Emmys and Grammys or whatever shit, and now he's resigning, and now, the thing is, it was Me Too that took him down, and it wasn't the whole nursing home scandal, which there was actually an interesting theory I was reading about that, where this is kind of a maneuvering so that he's going to be in court for some kind of civil stuff, and it might mean some things, but nobody's going to care anymore because he's not the governor anymore. What he is now is a joke on late night television. And so the deeper you get into these investigations, it's not going to have that same weight and reverberation of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo under investigation for XYZ. It's another former disgraced politician in court for blah, blah, blah. So it really does take a lot of the future heat off of him, because that was going to get a lot hotter the closer we got to, well, let's be frank, presidential election time. So there's a reason he gave up, and I think that's the reason why. But gentlemen, what are your thoughts on the ending of Cuomo's American political career?
Go ahead, Lynn.
I kind of like to dive into his popularity days, because I watched this video the other day, and it was a montage of all the late night TV shows, the hosts, Colbert. They're all going off about how much sex appeal he has and how great of a guy he was and he's the greatest man in history. And then one of them said, he goes, I hate to tell you this, I'm a straight guy, but I'm kind of a Cuomo-sexual. And then Ellen fucking DeGeneres goes, I'm a Cuomo-sexual too. And I'm like, holy shit. And it's like, you use this whole clip against them now, because are you guys all Cuomo-sexuals anymore? Or did that fucking ship just pass the harbor and go off the edge of the earth because the earth is flat anyway? But,
allegedly. But yeah. Thanks, Lynn. Now we're going to have one of those, here's context fact checker things at the bottom right now.
The earth is round. Weirdly shaped.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so, but
I was going to say the same exact, either situation is really awful, but the fact that Me Too brought him down and not the fact that he killed a bunch of elderly people. I mean, he knowingly sent positive patients into the nursing home. That's pretty awful.
Not only that, but then he covered up the numbers.
Well, yeah, and it's the most vulnerable population.
And it's not like the advice was to do what he did. He went against doctors and expert advice.
Insane to me. Insane. But yeah, this is what's going to bring him down. It seems I don't want to discount what happened, because he's probably still a creep in that realm. But yeah, I'd rather be taken down for that than murder or manslaughter.
Yeah, and I do think that's kind of the maneuvering he's doing here, because, like you said, it's insane that because I think it can be unambiguously said that he is at fault for the nursing home issue. I think we can all unambiguously say that is his fault, and that should have been it. But the political climate of the time circled the wagons around him because they just thought, this is our golden boy. He's going to take us to the next promised land. Like, you know, they really, like, he literally was the, for lack of a better term, like your Northeastern liberal, your Northeastern Democrat type. He was their Joan of Arc. He was just their, they loved this guy. And so we're getting all sorts of drink words like Trump and sex robot. And so, yes, that we're getting all that, folks. But man, Cuomo and the Cuomo sexuals are now all very, very disappointed. So
Urasama says by 2023, there's going to be a sitcom of Cuomo and Bill Cosby living together, calling it. I'd watch.
Well, now Andrew Cuomo, let me tell you about Kodak Film. Well, look at my charts. I'm Andrew Cuomo. Like, yeah, this'll
look at my charts.
Hey, my other question.
Andrew
would
Cuomo,
be,
Rock and Shot Show.
What does Fredo think about the whole damn thing?
Well, we'll get to him next.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. He ain't saying nothing. Like,
there's a lot to go with that one.
How long? Now, here's actually an honest question, though. How long do you think he actually holds his job now? Let's be frank. One of the reasons he was in that prime time slot is, well, you are the brother and probably next president's brother. So obviously we want you on TV. Well, that all just poof went up in smoke. So I say, like, mark my words. Within 1 year of today, he will not have his same time slot.
Yeah,
like that's just if he's even still with CNN, he'll probably still be there a year from now, but he ain't gonna have that primetime slot anymore.
Cart before the horse here. There's more on. We gotta shit on one Cuomo at a time here.
Oh, there's no. Come on now.
We can
have a buffet. We can have a fun. We're having a la carte shitting all over the Cuomos today. So come on now, chicken. Don't deny my fun.
A la carte. Let's see. So let's go through. So the active opposing advice of countless health experts, like we said, to the nursing home and the elderly, that was very apparent, and he was called out by several people. Then actually, remember this is one of the ones that everybody forgets. He allowed nursing homes to have a provision where they could not be sued for any of this. Remember that? So no hospital administrator or administrations that run these places were legally liable for anything that happened with the deaths related to COVID-19 and anything that he had mandated and pushed around. And then he also, I'm trying to remember, $4 million on his book deal that he made at, doing such a shit job of COVID. He had to write a book about it for $4 million. The 11 different women, now it's up to 13 before he finally went through there. But then he also had all kinds of shit in the background of his whole staff. He had one of them get convicted of fraud, accepting $600,000 in bribes. This was all happening at the same time. But his brother, and that's where I wanted to segue to his brother, is like, while all this shit and all this abuse is going on in the background, 15,000 people die under his watch due to his decision making, and all this horrible decisions. If Trump did any of this, holy shit, even we would have been like, dude, what the fuck? But meanwhile, his brother and the entire network under CNN, which is just pro fucking liberal media, like it's liberal corporate media is all it is, just covered for it. Didn't talk about anything. They did the nose swab fucking segment, that fucking gross goddamn deal where they're like, that double barrel shotgun you got for nose on your face has big swab going. It was like, fuck off. No, nobody cared about any of this. No, it was super gross. And then to your point, his brother Cuomo now, like, what's going to come of him? He's taking the week off. Do you guys know what happened on the whole thing? Like, he was like helping the advisors, his brother's advisors, and talking them through on what to do and how to work through the media and how to come out of this.
Yeah, I thought there was audio of him.
Sounds a little bit like a conflict of interest there.
There was audio of him talking with his brother about the accusations and like how to get out of them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yep.
Yeah.
Like when he talked about, like, I can't say any of these negative things about my brother because it would be a conflict of interest. And my thoughts were, Well, yes, Chris Cuomo, every time you're covering your brother, there is kind of that conflict of interest there a little bit. Because, I mean, let's be frank. Lynn, Chicken, if either you had to cover a negative story about the other one, you're probably going to use the most generous language you can come up with. Am I wrong?
No, not with us.
Okay. Let me tell you about that
Yeah,
piece
you don't
of
know us
shit,
very well,
Lynn.
do you?
It's like,
No, I
would
think he
throw
did
my
all
own
of it.
mother under the bus, man. I don't give a
I told him not to do it. I told him.
Hey, welcome back, traveling man. How we doing?
shit. Cowboy Tony.
And he fucking freezes right away.
That's
God bless you, T.
We're
God
we're
bless
just gonna leave him on. Oh, there he is. He's back.
you. Hey, welcome back, Tony G. But yes, since our own like, share, subscribe man, Tony G is here. Be sure to like, share, subscribe right here. Big Buckin' Empire, Dog and Chicken Show. You know it's the right thing to do. But yeah, this Cuomo thing, like I'm still just kind of gobsmacked by the state of our politics now. Is that like the things that should be bringing people down aren't, and we're willing to circle the wagons around reprehensible people for political gain, and this is a scary time we now live in. Hey, T.
But is that new?
Yeah, I can't hear anything yet. Still figuring it out.
Well, I mean, you remember back, even when Clinton was going through his shit, there was still some Democrats that were like, I don't know, that's pretty bad. Like, but now, I mean, yeah, this. Hey.
Okay, he's obviously driving, so I'm gonna mute him. That was really loud.
Yep. Trump. But yeah, this we will see what happens to Chris. But yeah, Andrew's done. His book. Why would? Yeah, like the fact that he got $4 million for his book for fucking up. Like I'm still just.
It was still in like the middle of the heat of like everything, and he wrote a book about it.
Yeah, it's about how great of a leader he was. How
maybe it was like OJ. If I did it, you know.
God. Yeah, and here's a preview. I think we're gonna do an OJ episode in the future. So hey, be sure to like, share, subscribe, folks.
Brandon, what were you saying?
He was the worst at everything. I mean, the New York City had hospitalizations and deaths and infections was like through the roof, and he wrote a book about how awesome he was about the whole thing. Like it just, it doesn't even make sense. Even, and then it was right in the middle of it too. It hadn't even calmed down yet. Like, so I don't know.
Now I remember a point I wanted to make a little bit earlier. It escaped, but it came back. Don't worry, folks. The brain of extreme always comes right back front and center.
It always
but
comes.
So, oh well, you know.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
giggity. But one of the main reasons that Cuomo ended up having to resign is everybody that like I was listening to involved in New York politics said he was very Machiavellian in how he rose to power, and he would stomp on people and he would shit on anybody who he had to get to power. So by the time he got to power, there was nobody that was going to stick their fucking neck out for him. Like there's nobody that was like, nah, fuck you. You fucked over my cousin like 9 years ago, or you did that. Like all politics is kind of insular, and everybody kind of knows everybody anyway. So it's like, are you fucked over a big ally of mine 6 years ago, and I didn't get the contract because of you? So fuck off. I'm not sticking my neck out for you. And the New York legislature seemed very enthusiastic about getting rid of him. Like, so I get a feeling behind the scenes, it was one of those fuck this guy type of attitude. Like, even if he's on the same team, he burned
some bridges for sure.
I think he finally found the one person he shouldn't have kicked in the face, because, I mean, let's be serious. There was how many other accusations of, sexual harassment or wrongdoing? And
there was 13 total before he resigned. So
so 13, right? Like it took 13 times before finally someone was like,
as Tony said, we've been saying this for a fucking year.
Yeah. And
I mean, I think the Democrat Party just finally said enough with this guy. Enough with him. Like, right? Like, I mean, it was just like
Well,
they did with Anthony.
I don't think they got fed up. Sorry, I know my audio's shit. I don't think they got fed up. I think that they saw, well, this is just not going to go away, and no matter how much we try to pretend that all this bad shit that they're saying about us isn't actually happening, we've got most of our followers and our loyalists fucking fooled, but this probably just isn't going to go away, and you know what? He's done a pretty shitty job, so we need a scapegoat, and we need somebody to fucking sacrifice to the masses, and guess what? Yeah, 13's probably enough, and tens of thousands of documents, and almost a couple hundred fucking witnesses. Yeah, I guess that's the magic number. 13.
Yeah.
Lucky 13. Now, fuck this guy. Are we allowed to do the happy dance yet?
Yes, we are.
Kavanaugh had like one or two, three maybe, and they wanted to burn him at the stake.
Yeah, I don't know. Tony makes a good point. Maybe like I think even those that are just like slobbering, drooling followers of everything that they're being told are even getting sick and tired of being wrong about like the hoax hate crimes and all this stupid, like we're supposed to think everything's a noose now, and like just all this crazy, like get upset about everything in the news. I think even the most follower type person is going, I don't know about this anymore. Like they don't do any wrong. That Cuomo guy, that doesn't sound very good. Like at a certain point, if you know your own party's not gonna throw anybody under the bus, like you got to throw him some red meat once in a while.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm glad he went about and resigned. Now, what happened? What will eventually come to light in the fullness of the investigation? We will know in enough time, and so we'll see what were the actual sins that he committed in due time. But to me, it's you always, and I'm always going to say, is you have to be careful about when you have just accusation. Now, this had a whole lot of police evidence to go along with it.
176 witnesses and tens of thousands of pages.
Accusation. But when you brought up like things like Kavanaugh, it was one of those like you have to be very careful because when you're talking about things that are unknown and unknowable, that's when you're getting into very sticky situations here. So, well, that was a double entendre. But so, yeah, but when it comes to Cuomo,
ew,
like you said, there seems to be a hell of a lot, like thousands of pages of documents, more evidence than we had for like, and I'm just going to go ahead and say for either against Kavanaugh or Biden. Let's be frank. I mean, like this seemed to be a lot more. They had this one a lot. Yeah, they had a lot more. This a lot more buttoned up, if you will. So
I don't think we're going to see any of it. He's going to pay them off. I mean, right?
Who, Cuomo?
Yeah,
the resignation might be the payoff.
Gloria Allred's involved. They want the headlines. Yeah, look, did you see? Like, folks, Brendan's really like, oh no, Gloria Allred. Shit, this might go to the Supreme Court. Like, if there's, you want to know, folks, in case you're curious, do you know what the most dangerous place in all God's creation is? In between Gloria Allred and a camera. Yeah, that's the most dangerous place you can be. You'll get just run right over like a Mack truck.
What Cuomo fucking deserves and what he'll get are not going to be equal.
Two different things. Yeah. Well, you know, he'll face, you know, he will have to go to the pearly gates and face final judgment at the end of his days when the Lord calls him home. And that will be where he will face his actual judgment, as will we all. So we all get our just desserts in the end.
Yep. Let's see here.
I
Chris
like
Cuomo's
pumpkin pie and chocolate cake.
Oh, nice.
I like Charles. CNN's Chris Cuomo critics call for consequences after Andrew Cuomo resignation. So there are, did you guys see Brian Stelter went on, God damn it, which one was that? Stephen Colbert.
Brian Stelter did what now?
Sorry, he went on Stephen Colbert.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know, right? Made an ass out of himself. Even Colbert pushed back. Like there's this whole they sit down and he goes, hey, so like why was Chris like helping out his brother's aides and answering questions? You know, it's not like just two brothers talking back and forth about issues. It was literally him talking to his aides. Like, that is a conflict of interest, no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, and this is coming from Stephen Colbert, the little puppet of the left now. Even he's calling Stelter out, and Stelter just like, the CNN said, hey, that's not cool. You probably shouldn't do it, but they understand, they're brothers. I'm like, what? Like, no, the company said, hey, you probably shouldn't do it. He does it anyway. And then they go, yeah. Okay. They signed off on it then. Like, they did nothing about it. So they are culpable. Like, they signed off on it. And I am not, suggesting anything in this show at all. And I'm not biased. I'm not biased in any way.
Any charge as accessory to the fact.
What's that?
His brother can get charged as an accessory. No.
I don't know. Maybe.
Damn. Now I was about to say, now we're getting creative here, but I've seen prosecutors get a lot more creative with RICO statutes and get a lot more done than just what Brendan's talking here. So that's well,
only ones wearing a lot of red.
Yep.
And red hair doesn't count. Hair doesn't count.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, don't get me wrong, Schrodinger's cat. I get that a lot. I know I am the fire that ignites your loins,
Sorry,
but
Yank.
I'm sorry. You can't have me. I know you want me, but you can't have me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a weird comment.
Out of left field.
Yeah. It was like,
I mean,
what's
Schrodinger's
going on
cat.
in the chat? Yeah.
Dude kind of like sex robots, so
Yeah. Said it, drink.
Fucker.
Shit.
just saying. That was Kevin, by the way.
Tony drops his.
Okay.
This is no way or shape. No, I'm not. No, we're not going there.
He's like, I'm not showing that.
We're just.
I was about to say, are you on your way to my place, T, or are you going to the mill?
Guess you'll find out soon.
Okay, I'm going to go unlock my front door.
Jesus Christ.
He's gonna turn off all the traps and shit. He's got like
Yeah. He's got to go unload the shotgun that's hooked up to a string on the doorknob.
his shit's set up like Home Alone. He's got like something like hooked up to the doorknob.
He's got marbles and ice out in front step, and
It's going to be a whole Home Alone thing. I got like heat on the doorknob, and I got my tarantula ready.
He had to go adjust the rope that has the paint can. He's like, I was expecting somebody taller, so he had to lower the paint can.
Caught me. Damn it.
But Tony doesn't mind being referred to as a wet bandit.
Oh.
It's like they make Home Alone 6. Oh no, Kevin's Home Alone, and he's only 47.
Oh.
Got a beard like Lynn. Got like Lynn's beard on him.
Hell yeah.
I got to make a beer run, but I don't have a license, and Uber won't deliver any beer after the last time.
Oh. All right, chicken. Take it away.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Reminder, folks, that tuned in a little bit late, send in your sexy selfies for Tony to turn you into the opposite sex, and we are going to vote to see who is the most bangable out of all, I don't know, all of us and whoever sends us in. Tony is adjusting his camera down lower to make himself feel sexier while he's driving.
K-O-E. Who else would it be?
Okay. Phil hears vote and he just goes like, me.
Well, I mean, they need to know that they need to vote Phil KOE in 2024 for the presidency because they need to do the right thing. And in 2024, vote extreme to save America. So, yes, that was they needed to know. It's going to be the right thing.
But if that happens, we are literally in the movie Idiocracy because that's the way the president is. He's just like you, hyped, ready to go.
Oh, well, except the only difference will be is that I make everything better the minute I assume power. And also for those who think that I don't have a chance, I have 4 words for you. Fuck you, Donald Trump. Didn't think he was going to make it in either, did you? And he's got 3 Supreme Court justices now.
Hey, chicken. You got a soundbite there. He
Okay.
just said, "Fuck you, Donald Trump."
yeah.
Yeah, we got a drink there. And what do you know? We've got a
Yes,
guest
Dalton.
in the studio. Hey.
Oh, now I can take this blob off of the screen. This is great.
Yeah, you really can, actually. So, yes, we've got Tony G here in studio. Welcome, T. How we
Where
doing?
you want me?
I love how he shows up.
Other
and
side.
then
Come on. You
his
know how it
internet's
is.
now all just.
But so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, oh my God, the screen got blurry.
Get him his milk crate.
Oh, really? Just goddamn, Tony. What the fuck?
He
It's
blames
that red.
Blur.
It's that hat. It's the
He
hat.
is
the
fucking
CIA is
cursed.
fucking it
I
up.
was about to say, maybe he's like that show Better Call Saul. He's like Saul Goodman's brother who's got like allergic reactions to like electric waves. And just the minute he gets into a Wi-Fi area, he just fucks it all up. So thanks, T. Thanks.
He's a cousin, Saul
Yeah.
Badman. Saul Badman.
So yeah, we got Tony G here in studio. God damn. So chicken.
This
Well,
has been
trying-
an interesting night.
It has been. So now
Yeah,
Phil-
Phil-
screen is blurry.
I know, Tony. You know, he's
It's
just
the hat. It's the hat. It's
Has
from.
he got like
Yeah.
a metal plate in his head that causes some like feedback?
that, and he doesn't have earphones either. So
Did you
This is
drive?
great.
He's just over here.
So yeah, we just been talking shit on you this whole
That's
time.
fine. Fine.
Talking shit.
That's great.
Jesus.
So, what's that about Tony? He's a no good rotten what?
Yeah.
Oh, chicken, why would you say that? Brendan, come on. I thought you liked Tony. Why would you say such things? This is fun.
Yeah.
All right,
Tony's a cockbag. Did he hear that?
Well, Tony is a cockbag.
cockbag, T.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry, cockbag.
So, all right, I'm going to figure out a way to switch this to the speaker while you gentlemen, you beautiful people, go. So, Chicken, Lynn, Brendan,
Yeah.
Justin, take it away.
Okay. this is
We'll
fucking
take
going-
it, all right.
This is off the fucking rails at this point. Jesus Christ.
Right.
I didn't have a story ready to go because I thought we were going to go into their shit.
But hey, I got a question though on
Sure.
the FOMO thing. This is a question I already know the answer to. Do you think New Yorkers are gonna take this like whole? I don't know how many years it's been. They've always had a Democrat fucking governor for years and years. You think they're gonna go conservative now after
No.
they've been burned so many
No.
times?
no, the city.
That was
runs
my
it with
answer. My
Yeah.
answer was no.
The city runs with too many, or the city just ultimately decides with that many votes. Like it's not going to change.
Wasn't Anthony Weiner? He was a New Yorker, wasn't he?
I can't remember. He might have been.
He was.
Yeah, because he was buddy with Jon Stewart, and Jon Stewart even made fun of him afterwards. Like, I can't believe my buddy. I can't. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Make buddies with wieners, and that's what happens.
And then it was Carlos Danger making fun of Carlos Danger for like a couple of episodes. That was pretty good. Even
Yeah.
John Oliver was on board
Yeah.
with slamming fellow Democrats. It was, yeah. I
Nice.
don't know what happened to the damn comedians these days.
Caught that badly. Like you sending your picture of your junk to underage kids.
Yeah, you're kind of but yeah, they all kind of kept their mouths shut with fucking Epstein though.
Yeah. That's why they're
weird.
still alive.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's true.
That's true. Hey, we got
We
to.
haven't done that. That's a shout out. Episode 100.
it's true.
If we don't do it, it's true. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Long time guest. Those most of you haven't seen him in a long time, but a return of tomfoolery. Or you could change your hat and we could call you Tommy again.
Oh yeah, that's a different. that's the Ford hat. What up, fools?
It's nice to see you not sleeping.
Not sleeping.
Oh, he doesn't
yeah,
know
last
that.
time I was on here, I think I was
Yeah.
asleep. No, I
Yeah.
came on one time after that. That was the last
We-
time I think we all got into it over like immigration. or
I had to
something like
come
that.
back on that one. Tony's working on it over there, but hey, Tom, how we doing there? Good, sir. I saw you back like, oh, son of a bitch, I'm getting back on with Tom here.
Where did Tony go, man? I was watching on stream just a little bit ago. His outfit was freaking beautiful, man. Oh, it was so good. What's up, Bernadette?
Tom's jealous of your outfit, T. As he should be.
Obviously, the outfit really causes internet issues.
There he is. That's what
there
I'm talking
we
about.
go.
And we got a bunch of the fools in chat now too. Yeah.
Well, how we doing there, fools? Tony.
Whoa,
Ooh,
echo. Jesus.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony's got a
Fucking
hell of a
rookies.
mute. I just made him mute it. But so, folks, all of you fools from the Tomfoolery Show, welcome right here at Big Buckin' Empire, here at Big Bucket Entertainment, here at YouTube, Facebook. You know it's the right place to be. So, yes, Tony's got the outfit.
It's not
killing.
was. It is
So-
killing the frame rate.
Tony and Tom are basically cousins in shirts right now. So it's quite the. So
Bunch of
now,
Pelosi lovers.
His shirt is better than
I
my
love
shirt.
it.
I gotta give it to him. That is
Thanks for
a
ruining
dope
100,
shirt.
Tom.
The hat.
Oh.
And everything, man. Yeah, as soon as I jumped in, Dalton's like, "Okay, this is where I leave."
Right.
You still have fans over here, don't you?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm always making friends.
always. And
You got a green screen going on, or do you have a mullet?
Tony, I'm assuming.
I thought
No,
that was Tom.
Tom. Looks like Tom's got a mullet. It's just
Oh, it's
the
his
way
chair.
when you move your head a little bit.
Oh, it's his
back of
gaming
his
chair.
okay. Oh, okay. I was like, I thought he had like a long.
Hey,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
the
dude, it
chair.
hadn't been that long. Shit.
the mullet is coming back. Every kid is fucking wearing a mullet now.
Hey, don't knock
Hey,
the mullet.
hey,
All they need is a new Billy Ray Cyrus to ruin it again.
yeah, you're
No.
getting there.
Now, Tom, the next time
Hold
I
on,
ran into you,
hold
there
on.
was some-
Keep that
oh,
keep
Lord.
that going.
There we
Oh,
go. Ooh,
just-
Fabio.
You gotta wave it, wave it,
damn.
and wave it. Yeah.
flowing, beautiful locks.
Love it.
Yes.
It's like he looks like Tom Green and Jesus at the same time.
Ouch! Perk Plus.
That's
I'll take
Like,
that.
Debbie,
that.
Debbie, would you like some sausage?
Right?
Sorry.
that's a dick move. But no, Tom, there's something I wanted to get into. With next time I ran into you, just I've been busy as shit and life's been crazy lately. But I don't want to get too deep into the DMs or anything like that. But there was a point where you and I had a exchange about whether or not I was going to have a certain someone on my show or not. And we had a little exchange, but there was one piece of that conversation that I left out, Tom. And it's the difference is the other reason I don't want to have this individual on my show is because every time I would interact with them, they were a giant fucking asshole. And you, Tom, you've said some things that are controversial in your past, God knows, but when we interact, you are not a giant fucking asshole. Do you see that subtle difference?
Who was it that we were talking about again?
Oh, Sockdon left.
Sockdon left. That's right. When
Yeah,
all the-
yeah,
when all
and
the
so every time I
leaked
interact with this
DMs
guy,
came out.
he was just a giant asshole to me. So that was the other reason. Like, no, I don't think I'm gonna have that guy on. So, and you also opened up a huge fucking door for humor for me because you said, "Well, only tankies aren't gonna have this guy on." So I had a Norm Macdonald joke, and so I was like, "Well, now I'm not gonna have him on." Yeah, I don't know what to do now, do you? And so yeah, that was. So I just wanted to clarify that. The other caveat is he's also a giant asshole, and you're not a giant asshole.
I have
So-
a feeling Phil's been hanging on to this for a while.
Yeah, so I've actually talked to him a couple of times since then. He's even come on my show a number of times since then, and he was saving it for this panel, the 100th episode, the anniversary, Big Bucking Empire. This is I am doing my best Phil impression over here.
Keep going. You're almost there. Keep going. You got it.
What, ladies and gentlemen, no,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Welcome to the greatest show of all time. Big Bucking
Tom,
Empire.
make sure you send a selfie of yourself to Tony.
Well, I got one of Tom already.
Oh, do you?
Hello, okay.
I was gonna say we're friends on Facebook. That's literally all I do on Facebook is post like 100 selfies a day for everybody to look at me.
Oh, I
man.
just thought you just sent in the Tony only.
Oh yeah, I sent
That would've been a little
Tony
weird.
100. Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah,
selfies
I
all
send
day.
Tony like
Down.
15. Like,
He'll
Tony's
ask
down
me what
again.
I'm wearing. I just send him a selfie. Like it's a lot easier that way.
oh Lord. So,
Phil, is Tony
but-
okay?
It's good.
he's still alive.
Yeah.
I can't speak for his phone. There we go. He's back,
Okay.
folks. He's back and redder than ever.
All right, should we get into the questions? Send
Yes.
in viewer questions. Let
I
me
did
find them
send
here.
one in, and I don't remember it because I was really hammered when I did it.
Hey, it happens, bro. It happens.
I think I did it when we were camping.
Oh God.
All right, these are random. Tony, did you screen these, or are we gonna be okay?
I mean, I don't think there's anything too offensive.
Okay.
Where
Good enough
do
for me.
babies come from? From Phil KOE.
This is what we
right
needed to
to
touch
it.
on for a long time.
Babies come from triggered people on Twitter. They're all a bunch of babies.
No. Those people don't have babies. Come on. Now,
They
here's
don't
how
have.
this actually works.
They are.
This is simple. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took 100 episodes to get to the point where I can finally explain this to you, Tom. How we have babies. All right. So
They
when a
come from me
man and a
'cause I got
woman
20 kids.
love each other so much.
Yeah, this
They-
question was sent in by me.
Storks.
No,
Like,
no,
no.
not storks.
It's
No.
like that Family Guy stork. Like,
No.
you're the stork. Where's my baby? Honey, you and I are gonna make it.
No, when two people love each other so much, they find a side piece and they knock them up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, all right. That's
Sounds
a 21st century love story. So,
And a
all right.
sex
So,
robot loves another sex robot.
yes, yes.
Top answer from Twitch. Your mom.
Yes.
When a man and a woman love each other very much and they have $100,000 to pay a surrogate,
And 10,000 likes.
When a sex
Yes.
robot gets brought onto the Dog and Chicken Show, yes, that's where
so
babies come
yes,
from.
so I think obviously, like, yes, where do babies come from? I mean, I think we pretty much answered that completely. There's no one that could have any
Yes.
confusion.
Multiple
All right.
answers.
This is yeah.
The
there's-
Cabbage Patch, according to Bernadette Godfrey, that's not.
There's no confusion kind of come out of any of this.
No, not with this brain trust.
Now, do you think the fact checkers will come on this yet and be like, babies don't come from your mom?
Babies
Well-
don't come from the stork. This is mostly false. What's the mostly part? Shouldn't that
They're
be
gonna.
completely?
Their correction is gonna be who comes on your mom.
Ooh.
Oh,
There's
it's like-
gonna be
okay.
something.
Hashtag
Yes.
in your mom?
unfortunately.
Big KO.
Well, it's kind of funny, like, because I'm older than most of the Twitch streamers. Like, well, hello, all you folks on Twitch. I'm probably not your father, but I could be.
We weren't talking cum. We were talking about cucumbers. Right?
I love this next one. This next one's perfect. Anybody knows Phil's little run on Twitch where he had a good like week or two of
Bastiat raids.
yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
No,
yeah.
This was my favorite part about that whole time. Will Phil KOE rail my wife?
And the answer is yes. Yes, I will.
Oh God.
And that is
Now
a
the
story for
question
the-
is,
and that's a
is-
story for the post show.
Bill, you gotta
Yeah.
the
say
guy, the person who asked the question is going to be in the same room watching or hiding in the closet? Is it going to be a cuck
I think
situation?
Phil
I'm not
requires
picky.
that.
I'm not picky.
Is
I'll-
this going to be a cuck
they-
situation?
They can do whatever it is that they like. I'm not really,
I'll be watching.
Inquiring
Oh.
minds want to know.
Well, yeah, of course you'll be watching, T, because you're going to be setting up the equipment for me to stream it. All right, like, share, subscribe. Let me know how you
Why
rate
are-
that.
Why are all these sexual? All right.
Well, I was-
Shocker.
because
I-
the fucking
People
audience
asked if they wanted me to rail their
might be a
wife.
little immature.
That's going to be a little sexual. I don't know how you get around that. You can't PG that.
Why do the people who watch a show talk about sex robots all day ask sexual questions? It's just who
I-
knows?
you know,
It's,
I don't know.
Follow
so
Blows my mind.
mysterious.
Follow up. 100,000. I need to read out my uterus. JFC.
From K Fellows, like, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, there's the human reproductive cycle. Oh, boy. There's quite quite some stories to be told there.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good to know that you got a price.
God,
Awesome. And I'm just saying, anybody got 100K? I'll be right back.
oh, there's some folks who pay more. Than
I'll be
that.
right back.
So, but so now, all right,
Sorry,
bring it on,
sorry.
bring it on. So yes, I will
Happily
rail your
married, I
wife.
really wanna-
Who like if you're out there and you're part of the KOE Nation YouTube and Twitch, yes, I will rail your wife. And I'm sorry, I'm one man.
So the question: how do I join in on a foursome?
Okay, that's
if
gonna
you did. First off, if you did, it's no longer a foursome.
I was about to say, like, that's going to require, like I keep talking about, powers of persuasion. Because
Wouldn't that be
everybody's
a
already
five-star
pretty
there?
well, everyone's already pretty well set in for their evening.
Well,
And so now you're
my-
trying to finagle your way into it. So
My confusion is so their question was, how do I join in on a foursome, right? So it's just in general. I thought there were like 4 people specifically here who they wanted to be with. Apparently not. So my question is it 3 people and you are joining and making it a foursome, or is it a foursome
says,
that you're
how do I-
joining and
it's-
making it a fivesome?
It says,
Yeah,
how
it'll
do
be a
I
five-sum.
join in on a foursome?
So, but
So
that
there's
would
a
make it a
foursome.
fivesome, right?
yep,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm
So,
saying.
so you can never join in on a foursome unless somebody else backs out.
I mean,
well,
you could, yeah, exactly, yeah. So you, in
No,
order to
I-
join the
I got
foursome,
this.
because
No,
you
I-
instead of joining a foursome, you would be
It's like
making
this.
it a
Any,
fivesome.
any wrestling fans here?
Tom's right. Like that's yes.
Wrestling fans?
It would
Here's
be,
what you do.
Would
Tap-
that be called a pentasome?
tagged in.
Tag.
Yeah, tap them in. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the problem though, is you're gonna require some really good persuasion skills, because if it's a foursome that you're trying to make a fivesome, everybody's already got
Oh my god.
something to plug. Like this guy is like Jim Farley.
Oh, God, here we
I'm
go
gonna
again.
say this to you, MIF Miff Biff, flattery will get you nowhere, sir. My God, I mean,
No,
if
come
you're
on,
just
give
gonna
it
go
to
ahead
us.
and
Give it to
compare
us.
it-
Give
Tell
it
him
to
about
us.
how
Let's
he's gonna
get the
live
Chris
that
Farley
man down by the
impression.
river.
Come on,
Let's get
chicken,
it.
give me full screen. All right, folks. A lot of people say, "Come on, Jack, how are we gonna get episode 100 back on track so that we don't have the rest of our shows being broadcast from a van down by the river?" My God, man! Why won't you just like, share, subscribe?
I wish
God,
Tony wasn't blocking the internet the whole time.
Oh, my, seriously, it's so
Great
fuzzy,
sound
but
bite,
it's
though,
still
right
so
there.
good.
It's so boring. Yeah.
Sheesh, Tony. But yeah, so there you go.
Pixel is talking?
The third one. The third one.
Okay, admission of guilt. That was my question because now I remember it.
Now you remember the foursome question.
Yeah.
Please tell me which male celebrity you'd sleep with, regardless of how not gay
Ryan
you are.
Reynolds.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's Ryan
Jesus.
Reynolds for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's,
I don't
well,
know.
hey, it's a toss-up. Keanu or Ryan Reynolds?
I don't know.
Ryan.
I think Keanu would be more respectful.
No, I would say not Keanu
Oh, I don't
now.
care if Ryan doesn't.
I'm talking about Bill and Ted Keanu. You know, he's still a little young.
Oh God,
Kinda
I
naive,
want
retarded.
Keanu that'll protect my dog, man. Like, and get that fucking
So,
mad.
so Chicken's wanting John Wick Keanu. Lynn wants Bill and Ted. I think this is mostly a generational difference between you two.
Keanu's nice. Ryan
Maybe.
Reynolds. It's a little tiny. It's okay.
I bet Chicken could suck a golf ball through a straw.
Garden hose.
Yeah.
Check out episode 101 next week. We can try that out.
All right. Whoa. Hey.
Follow up to you, Tony. 100,000 for the pregnancy. Birth is extra.
I don't have any
Oh.
problems in this.
Is that like a tip at a restaurant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony's already
The
got
right
too
one.
many kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony's like.
Maybe
you-
I need. Hey, you know what? Maybe Kay and my wife can get together and figure out like a whole scheme on this thing. 100K.
Yeah.
That'd be 200K
Now, is this-
between the two of them.
Is this pregnancy natural, or are we using a turkey baster?
Does it matter?
Yes, it matters.
The price
It
change.
matters.
Matters.
It all
It
depends
matters a
on how
lot.
the
I mean-
ratings are going to go.
The incentive for the entire thing could go out the window completely.
It could.
Nipple cocaine.
I'm fucking so. I'm not sure. Simple cocaine. I'm not sure what this is reference to, but it could go for about anything at this point. More than 4 is an orgy.
You know what? I almost had a foursome the other night. I just needed 3 other people.
Yeah, would become the 5th.
Oh.
Now let's just be frank. Like
We are tackling the hardest questions tonight.
Now, this is an instance where sexism in orgies is quite apparent. If you're a woman trying to get yourself in on a 4-way, going to be way easier than a dude trying to get. I mean, the sexism of our time. These are the issues we need to tackle, folks. Like, sheesh, get Congress on this.
Jesus, get Congress on this. Yeah.
Hell, they'll talk about steroids in baseball. They'll talk about anything.
Well, fuck it. While we're on ridiculous questions, here's the next one. Why is Phil Kiwi so damn sexy?
I don't know, but
let me guess. Phil fucking typed that question in.
Oh, one of the many of the KOE nation clearly wondering why I'm so sexy. I don't know. It's like asking why the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. It's just, you're asking why does hydrogen and oxygen bond? You're just asking the very axiomatic questions of the universe. So yes, Urasama's correct. The future president of the United States, which I am running in 2024. Bam! Got it in 2 more times, motherfucker. Yes, I gotta be that dead sexy. I mean, come on, let's be frank. I'm just gonna out sexy everybody on the presidential debate stages, regardless of primary or the general. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it with that alone. So
I just want to chime in just a little bit here to like kind of take a trip down memory lane when like Phil first started jumping into the podcast, and he would say, you know, I don't really cuss a lot because my mom watches and she doesn't like that language. And now he's like, motherfucker. It's like, oh, it's like a whole new Phil. Like,
my mom stopped watching my show because I came onto this show and people cuss too much.
Well,
you're welcome.
Like, I'm sorry, but like at least we can say we had an impact. But no, I am going to say, hi, Mom. My mom watches every single thing I do out there. So I'm just, hi, Mom. Yep, my #1 fan through all this, all 100 episodes. Love you, Mom.
Base.
I don't know. It's kind of a military thing. If you're around a bunch of people that cuss, you're going to end up cussing too. It just.
I mean, I was in prison for a long time. Everybody there is not the most.
There was some potty mouths in there.
Yeah, there are some potty mouths there, but I was still the guy who doesn't cuss.
On Tom's
He was a fool and
appearance
burned
on
the
our
damn
show, he dropped a bunghole.
Yeah.
Did
Like
he
I
pick it
remember.
up?
I'm edgy.
I can't remember what it was, but like you were responding to some video of the 3 of us talking about something, and you were like, you were quite exacerbated and weren't happy. You're like, what the heck? I cannot believe this. What the heck? How could you even think that?
This is a great impression, actually. That's pretty much like me every single day, like scrolling through Twitter on stream. Like, what the heck, dude? Like, this is every day, all the time.
Yeah.
You run out of ways to be exasperated without cuss words. It's not. There's not as much creativeness there.
That's why you gotta watch. That's why you gotta watch like old 1980s pro wrestling promos. Like, let me tell you something, you festering sack of snake feces. Like, you can just come up with all kinds of crazy shit without ever even having to curse once.
I think this is for you, Tom. You should wear Tony's uniform for debates, though, with an American flag cape.
I'm totally down.
Clarifying on the cocaine for foursome. It all takes all it takes is some drugs. Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Sorry you lost me at you and my wife could get together. Okay, yeah.
Jesus.
I am sorry, Kay.
Hey,
it's Quail Earnhardt.
Tony's like Popeye. I am what I am. Oh Lord.
That was for Phil, but Tom can do it too. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I don't know.
Beautiful.
Tony's shirt would be way too small for Phil. Do it.
ooh, I don't. Well, it's got
That's a whole nother level of Chris Farley.
It's not pop. It's not snap button.
Oh, okay.
You know,
All right, next.
Eventually, I do the Chippendale sketch.
Yeah, there you go.
Please no. Please no.
Chippendale sketch.
You're so good. You're so good.
Next question. How the hell did Phil become the emperor? Hashtag stop the steal.
Well, actually, funny you bring that up. Well, what happened is quite literally, we were over at Chicken's house and nobody had called emperor. And so I put my hand on the table and I said, "I'm Emperor Big Bucket Empire. No gives these backsies." And then I ran off. And then Chicken looks at Tony like, "Did that motherfucker just do that?" And so, like, I've offered
That's
Chicken.
literally what happened.
Like, it's so. I've offered him a poker game for the emperorship, and he keeps turning me down. So, your king of extreme, the emperor of Big
I got
Bucket
drunk
Empire,
with you guys
the
and threw
lord of
40
the
bucks on the
Scottish
table. Went home
Highlands.
broke.
Yes.
Does anybody else have a cowboy hat?
I do. I'll get it on my next break.
Do a Hulk shirt rip now. I'll have to make
Phil,
sure to get my
Phil
coat
can do a
off
Hulk
'cause
shirt
this is a
rip.
very nice coat.
Yeah, the ratings would be fantastic. Chicken, there's something you should know. You are the father.
Well,
I don't.
that
I
is
don't
at
ever
least
want
the
to hear
case
that.
once.
I don't ever want to hear that.
You are the father. Like when you watch those shows, like the Maury, they love.
Tom, I
not
think the
being
cowboy hat
father.
messed your mic up.
Don't you have kids though?
I have one kid, and I know that's my kid.
You have
and
a
nobody
kid.
nobody had to tell me that I was the father. I knew I was the father. That's a scary question to somebody. Go, hey, I think you're the father. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, how old is that kid?
Yeah.
Been a minute.
You're like, hold on, I need to go back in time here. Does this map out?
I'd say, if I was the father of anybody else's kids, they'd be at least in their teens or 20s by now.
Oh, I'm sure I have some runaways or somewhere. I just don't know where.
Some runaways.
All right.
I could be a grandpa for all I know. Shit.
No, like one of the house.
All right, I know these are supposed to be ask me anythings, but this isn't really a question. This is more of a statement. I'm so sick of that Tony guy. Pick a fucking side, pussy.
I did pick a side. I did pick a side. It's the side of logic and honesty and not pushing narratives like a bitch like Chicken.
Boo.
Oh wow!
Damn burn slick.
I didn't know that.
Why was I the only one fucking directed
I was about to
at
say
that?
because I'm the one that gives him more shit about being a moderate and centrist than anybody else. Because I didn't know that straddling a fence was actually a side.
Hey,
I was unaware of that. So
Tony did pick a side. He thinks that soy milk is or almond milk is real milk.
It's funny. Actually, speaking of, we were supposed to have our first episode today, but we canceled it again. But we have a new show and a new YouTube channel called The Fence Sitters with me, Kay Fellows, and Jonah
Tony?
from the Quibbles Over Coffee podcast. So
we'll have Tony on.
make sure you guys go to YouTube and
Fence Sitters.
subscribe.
If you
Yeah,
look
check
at
it
our
out.
political
What's
compass
it called?
episode,
Fence.
I am
Fence
right.
Sitters?
Fence Sitters. Yep.
Here.
Okay.
But yeah,
Not
no, we.
the Fence Sitters, just Fence Sitters.
Yeah. Now to Kay Fellows' question, where's Tony on the political spectrum? He's actually, the son of a bitch, is right in between libertarian left, libertarian right, very close to the center, but he's still on the libertarian side, barely. And to me, I was like, you son of a bitch. Like, he landed on the fence and he didn't even have to job it, because I've known this guy for years, and his political moderation infuriates me to no end. So it's been a long standing. Now, me, on the other hand, I was pretty concerned because I was way more left than I thought I'd be.
Yeah, whole quadrant.
Yeah.
I was one quadrant off from being all the way to the right, and I'm like, whoa, I'm slipping here. What the fuck?
The best thing we did on that show is we did those, like, we took our political compass test before the show started, and then we started drinking, and between the three of us kind of wanted to see where it took us by the end of the show. By the end of the show, I went from being like a probably like 5 quadrants down libertarian, kind of to the center, like 1 quadrant to the right, to like 4 quadrants to the right, and like another level down of libertarian. Like, drinking with Phil makes me Yeah, it really takes me down a fucking rabbit hole.
And
Folks,
Phil made me more center.
so you're probably slightly left when you started it, and then I brought you to like so. Yep, if you drink with Phil long enough, you just start becoming more right wing. That's awesome. So, yeah, drink up, folks. God bless.
Yank had a phone call.
Is what it is.
He's ordering a pizza.
No, he's busy taking care of something. All right.
I said extra large, you son of a bitch.
All right, we'll get through 2 more comments real quick, and we'll go to the next one. Hey, Tom, how about them Yankees? You should probably go sit on one of them fence posts, you fence sitter.
How about him?
Dalton's not a fan of yours. He's not a fan.
Yeah, I don't think Dalton. I'm gonna rub my crystal ball.
I'm sorry,
doesn't
Dalton, but I don't
appreciate you.
even remember you in any way whatsoever. So I'm glad to know that I've made an impression and I can live rent free in your brain in such a way to where I have absolutely no clue who you are. This is brilliant.
Who are we talking about?
Lynn, I want you to do this.
I don't know.
Nice.
I'm already doing it. Oh wait, yeah. You mean like this?
There you yes.
You
got your
weird,
mask on.
freaky people.
Well, I'm trying. I got to use my shoulders to hold the fucking headphones up.
All right.
All for the cowboy hat, I tell you.
All right, we actually got a question this time. This segment is going way longer than I thought it would. If the purge or something similar would happen, would you hide, or what would your go-to crime be? Oh, it's a purge. I guess your go-to crime is to kill people, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You can like
Have
rape
to
people.
be.
You can steal gum from the convenience stores. You can.
Your
all
first
sorts of
go-to was rape.
Gum. You're gonna go
Yeah.
for gum, Tom?
No, his first.
Watch
his
out,
first
you
go-to
rebel
was
without
rape.
a cause here.
It was fucking rape, then gum. All right, you guys just kind of just skimmed over the whole rape
You all are
thing,
thinking
and we're
too
giving
small.
him shit about
He
fucking
said
gum. He said rape.
Y'all are
first.
thinking way too small. Like, oh, you're gonna murder or rape. No, fuck that. Insider fucking trading, stock jobbing. That's what you do the day that you can fucking get away with any crimes. Like, yeah, what's like you're going, oh, you're gonna do a little fucking like just appease your inner primate. No, come on. If you could actually get away with all crimes, make some cash.
I'd
on that
just
day.
go
What the
steal
fuck?
a boat.
You're just going to be a politician.
Go steal a
one's gonna be at the
Lamborghini.
lake.
Start
They're gonna be
delivering
purging.
pizzas in a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Yank, what would you do?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd probably kill my neighbors. I don't know. My neighbors.
Damn.
I hope your neighbors
That
are
was
watching.
wow.
No, they
Yank,
have
that
nothing
was
to do with it. I
strangely
have
specific.
No idea who I am. Nothing. All
You
I know
thought
is when I
about
let my
this.
dog out, they fucking look at me and they're like, "Your dog is annoying," and I'm like, "So is your freaking big ass lab. So is your 2 fucking little whatever the hell they are, and so is the husky over here."
Very specific.
But yet I'm the
like
asshole
he's been
because my
waiting
little
for this
dog is a
question.
little bit louder
I
than
know.
all of them.
I
Like no,
this
like
question.
I'm sorry, but I kind of had a Venture Brothers moment where one of the brothers goes up to Brock's like, Brock, if you have to kill me because of the virus, how are you going to do it? I'm going to snap your neck very quickly. You've thought of this. So,
Brendan, what would you do?
Oh man, the juicy fruit thing, that's pretty tempting.
Not the rape.
Not the raping. Sorry. Sorry, I'm just not a raper.
Right.
Yeah. Man,
Raper or rapper?
either one really. Either one. Yeah, I'd have to think about it. There's only one person I'd like to see maybe guillotined. But other than
Okay, you've thought about
like,
that.
and I was like, there's
Guillotine?
just one
Come on,
person.
come on.
Who that is, we don't need to get into details. Like,
Anyone
so,
who-
okay. All right.
yeah, other than that, I really I
So you just hunker down, let the shit go, and
hunker down and just protect my family and my neighbors because I actually like my neighbors.
fair enough. Fair enough.
It's like, to me, like I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, also you really can't apply fertilizer unless it's like from like November to like March. Like, ooh, yeah, nice. Get like a
That's a great
September
answer.
fertilization in on the field, like like that. Yeah, so to me, I'm thinking of all this other crazy shit. It's like if it's like July is the purge day, I'm like, ooh, I could apply fertilizer, and then we can do some stock jobbing and insider trade. Like, yeah. So
episode 101, we're gonna have to add it to the drinking game. If we make any references to Home Alone moving forward, it's got to be part of the drinking game. This is the third time already in the show we've talked about Home Alone.
Britain's over here hunkering down already in his basement for the
Purge Day. Day before Purge, Urasama's buying Micro Machines. Hot Wheels.
Next on,
oh my God,
Purge?
I forgot about those.
Who's next
T.
on Purge?
T, what's your Purge? Speaking of the mic.
I think I would probably go. I think tax filing day is like right around the same time the movies actually have the Purge Day. So I'm going to file my taxes to get a massive return, and I will get away with it scot-free.
Yeah. Nice. Now, if Purge Day is also tax day, then I think we're all just, well, did you pay your taxes on Purge Day? No. Nobody did. Are you kidding? Like, no. So yes, Purge.
I just want everyone to know I pay all my taxes. Don't audit me.
Don't audit me.
Seems legit. All right.
Sounds totally legit. Tom, did you have anything besides raping gum?
Just raping gum.
Okay.
That's it.
Just
Lynn?
raping gum.
Lynn, what would you do?
All right. Well, I kind of think about it while I was listening to all y'all. Yeah, I would probably spend the year fortifying the house to make sure the kids and the wife are good, and I'd make sure that shit good. I'd set booby traps around the house, that kind of shit. But I would go on an adventure. I would at least go to the lake and get me a big ass boat, and I might defend that boat over the night, but not a lot of boaters going to be out there in purge time, and if they are, they're probably stealing boats too, so they ain't going to give a fuck about murdering. But I want a boat. And so that's what I do. I go steal a boat.
And he bogs down, or we bog down.
I could picture Lynn just literally just going, bye, honey. I'm going to get a boat.
Going to get a boat. And I'm going to get like a fucking yacht. I don't give a shit. You know, you've seen the Lake of the Ozarks boats, man. They're fucking
I'm not
huge.
getting a boat. I'm getting a fucking boat.
Now, let's be frank. If Purge World was real, our houses would all look entirely different. There'd be no like siding. We'd all like, nope, we got to make sure the sidings are Molotov cocktail proof. So metal housing,
We'd all be fucking looking like prisons.
Shit, like I built my house out of concrete. Like so if Purge was real, the entire world would look significantly different, and I would be a lot richer.
Would be high.
Yes,
and I'd be a lot richer, like going up to people like, so what do you think your company stock's gonna be doing in a few days? Like, yeah, just fuck it. Insider trading's legal. I don't give a shit. So, yeah, that would be what Purge Planet looks like. So, Chicken, what do we got, good sir?
All right, next one. Another one. This isn't a question again, just a statement.
Son of a biscuit.
Some facts here, though. Tony is a sexy bitch. Chicken makes my penis wet. Oh God.
Tony put these questions together.
No, these were audience anonymous.
Right,
submitted.
but you asked Tony earlier if he vetted the questions. So
yes, so he sent them all to me. Yes.
Yeah, he put them all in there.
Maybe Dalton.
Yeah. So Tony's a sexy bitch. I make somebody's penis wet, and Phil has cocaine day trader energy, which is true.
I resemble that remark.
Fact.
Yeah.
The wolf.
You want to try that again?
Yeah.
You're losing your voice.
Yeah, it's a little off.
Oh, me?
He's the bear of Wall Street.
I just don't want to yell full. Like, if you want me to go, because Tony finally got off my Wi-Fi, so now I probably don't look like I'm on Windows 98. So, but let's be frank. My God, man, we don't need Purge Planet. I don't want to have a house that is Molotov cocktail free, because when Purge Day comes around, we're all going to live in a van down by the river. Yes. So there. Better.
All right.
Well done.
All right, next one. You guys really need to give more credit to just how excellent of a chatter that Euro guy is. He really brings a lot to the show. His presence is nearly as good as the absence of that tomfoolery guy.
Oh, well, so
Damn.
we've got some shots fired here, and gosh, I don't know
I
who
see
could
a
have possibly
banhammer
sent
on
that.
someone's
I
channel.
don't know. That
Who would've
was
wrote
shocking.
I'm
Who'da
sure
wrote
that was
that?
Project Sadface.
Obviously.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sure it is. I'm sure it is. No, we do.
I
We
need
give
receipts
huge
on that
props.
one.
We give huge props to Urasama all the time because, especially lately, Urasama's comments have been fucking fire. He's
Oh,
been
yeah.
killing it lately. Feels so appreciated. Yeah. Chris Farley in The Purge. That would be great. I want to see Phil in The Purge with a fucking AR slinged over his back and doing just run around Chris Farley style.
No, Bill's gonna look like Buffalo Guy on the Purge Day.
No, I'm thinking Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh God.
All of those things are true.
Yes.
It's
All of
good,
those.
like it's going to be just a combination of all of them. So, yep.
All of this.
Boogaloo, motherfuckers! Like, yeah,
Tom, anything to say to that last one? In your absence, since Urasama's been so kick ass.
You're welcome.
Yes.
God. Well,
This motherfucker.
Should I just go ahead and replace all my politics with Phil KOE's politics? It seems to be the safest path.
yes, absolutely.
no.
I mean, come on.
Oh.
Like it really, like you said, it is really the safest, the best, most ascendant, and truly the most Socratic, big brain path that one could hope to take in life. So yes, if you're
Come
just
on,
at all
man.
confused in this life, the safest thing to do is just replace all of your politics with Phil Cawy's politics. Like, what can I say? Yes, Buffalo Phil. That's what she said. Giggity.
What?
All right.
Giggity. So yes.
It
Now,
votes in person.
nobody has any objection to this. So clearly, yes, you should
you
replace
said
your
Buffalo
politics
Bill.
with Phil Cawy's politics.
Yeah,
So-
it's Buffalo Phil instead. So it's like it votes in person. I don't know where to go with the second part of it, but yeah, it's
Buffalo.
or it
Bill.
loses the election again. I don't know.
I just saw the thumbnail for this show. Why am I like peeking over the edge like that? Just
Because we haven't seen you
Because you're barely here.
Yeah.
You know,
Now,
unfortunately,
I feel
yeah,
like
that's-
that too. Thanks.
sheesh.
Oh yeah, you're not even in the picture at all. Shit, sorry.
Yeah, he
I'm
is.
at the bottom.
I'm in
right.
it. I'm
Oh.
peeking out as the
Oh, my
corner.
bad.
There were only so many people in the picture I picked, and I had to like ship.
It was either
I
that one or
like the-
it was either that or a Brady Bunch box,
Yeah.
which I was like, dude, the 100 looked way more badass, and me and Brendan look hot as fuck.
I
in that
liked the
picture.
Fast and
Dude,
Furious
yeah,
one.
And I was
Hair.
like fucking all
I
over
was
it.
sexy in that one. When we were with the Fast and Furious one, it's like I was thinking, I get a funny feeling I'm going to be killed off in this franchise and then written back in when I get a better agent. I don't know why, but so yeah, I preferred the Fast and Furious poster one. But yep. But hey, Tom, you made it on the
Also
show
family.
and onto our
Hey,
thumbnail.
hey, but Tom, I'm gonna tell you, like the Fast and Furious, man, your family, man.
We
Yeah.
got family.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many times you guys have been over on my show acting like I don't.
You
come
never
around
invited
like
me.
that.
I don't have
Look,
enough
man, I'm
internet to
just
be on my own
saying.
show.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You might not be in the group. I send messages to the group all the time saying, "Hey, I'm going live at this time. Y'all want to come hang out?" But
No. This is what Tom does. He drops a message in the group and then doesn't come back for 2 weeks,
Mhm.
and then makes a comment and then doesn't come back for 2 weeks, and like,
I actually commented like last week and was like, "Hey, just wanted to say hey, and I'm not going to come back to see any of your responses to this."
He did.
yeah,
Yep. And it's kind of like a running joke in our side chat. It's like, well, now, if somebody were to, be broadcasting that night, don't worry, Tom's not going to hear this. So yeah,
Actually,
it is kind of a
wait.
running joke.
Wait, chicken. Can we check our correspondent? I think we need to check on our correspondent. We need
Yeah.
to.
yeah.
We should.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, if
They
you can
changed-
find her.
Chicken's like,
The
you
side menu's a
fucking
little
asshole.
different.
You're making me pull up
Let's
another
see.
window.
I don't have a laptop. And,
There we go.
Ah,
Every week we
Yep.
check in on you, Tom, and you're
Yeah,
always sleeping on us.
yeah. I mean, sheesh, Tom. Gosh, like now I got to give you credit. I mean, you still get people watching even though you're sleeping on the stream. Like now, you can't be the only person on Twitch to do that, though, unfortunately, or YouTube.
I actually have like an entire meme video of somebody else who literally like what I was memeing to do on that show, they were literally like on top of their mic, like passed out for at least half an hour before they finally just kicked them off the panel.
Now, is this like in recreation of like when Snoop Dogg like just got up and rage quit on a game and then left, and people watched the damn stream for like 20 hours? It's like Snoop Dogg's like, fuck this shit, and then he just left, and then everybody kept watching to see what would happen next, and nothing happened for 20 fucking hours.
And he made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like,
he made a shit ton of money.
I do remember seeing that.
Just being Snoop
fucking
Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, man.
Weed and water,
There's
yo.
Fucking Snoop Dogg. Okay, Bernie's wanting to make us drink apparently. So we got sex robots. We got sex robots again, Trump, and sex robots again, and Trump again.
Bernie, you better be
Son
in
of a
there
biscuit.
drinking. That's all I'm saying.
Tom, you drinking anything tonight?
Bernie's in the other damn room tonight. She's hanging out because she missed her daughter.
I'm
and
on
her
the Dolmore
grandkids.
right now. Like I gotta take it easy.
That's a lot of drinking, and I don't know if Bernie's drinking tonight. I'm gonna be honest, fellas.
I got way too many enemies to continue
Probably
getting on stream drunk, so I gotta be careful with what I say.
You must be
now.
doing something right. If you make an enemy, that means you're standing up for something. So good for you.
That was
Tom's OnlyFans is still legit, right?
Tom on OnlyFans. Nice. But no,
Glenn,
that's
we never told him we made one for him.
Oh.
We're making money off your likeness, Tom. No.
Sheesh.
Hashtag my dad.
God. Hashtag. So, all right, bring it on, chicken. What's the next one?
Next one. I love you guys. Thank you. Tell me where we are headed with COVID-19 for the fall. Will America shut down again? Okay, that's a good, honest question. Yep. Tony's. Well, let's go around. Tony, what are your thoughts?
Simple enough. I think the writing's on the wall. I think it mirror images last year. I think the trend and everybody's fear with the V word and the D word. Yep, we're going to be able to justify it no matter how many people hate it.
Oh, sorry, Matt Sieber, best $5.99 I ever spent. Yeah, he likes you, Tom.
Hey. All right. Tom, what are your thoughts on all of this in the coming months?
COVID for fall? Any shutdowns coming? What do you think?
I mean, you're in one of the major metropolitans of our nation, so I'm curious what your thoughts are.
Yeah, there will likely be more shutdowns. Hopefully, again, I'd like it to be done, based on the city, based on where you're at, based on whatever issues you have locally. But I think that shutdowns are becoming necessary, especially since the different variants have even new problems that come with them, and the fact that the vaccines don't seem to do much for those. I'd say
allegedly.
Yeah, careful with that.
Yeah, allegedly. Shit.
I said seem.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Ask your doctor. Ask
Yes.
your doctor first.
Consult your doctor.
Hello, everybody.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
But all right, thank you, Tom. So there's a view from somebody from one of the major metropolitans of our nation, and unfortunately, as the major metropolitans go, the rest of the nation seems to go anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months later.
Yeah.
So thanks for the insight. And Tom, let us all know when you hear okay, folks, put on a fucking helmet. The lockdowns are here. Let us know. So, all right, Lynn, what are your takes going forward?
I got a small prediction that the federal employees will be told to get the poke or be punished by, not having a job. That's coming. They've been talking it. It's not official yet, but that's kind of what we're all thinking. And it might be a mandatory poke. And then after that, I'm not sure about the lockdowns. I think we might skim through without it. I don't know. I've got optimism.
Think so.
At least know that, well, in the great state of Missouri, they didn't really lock down too much in the first place. I mean, they did the first initial 2 weeks of everybody slow down the spread so we can increase the hospitalization thing. Yeah, we did about 2 weeks. I still went to work during them 2 weeks, so it didn't feel anything for me. But after that, yeah, it was business as usual. We had bars back open within them 2 weeks. And yeah, Missouri's been a pretty much like a mini Florida for the last year. And so, yeah, I'm in a whole other fucking land compared to some of y'all. Because like even Nebraska was fucking pretty tight, like a tiger there for a while. So yeah, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be business as usual in Missouri. Yeah, it's normal.
What do you think, Brandon?
Unfortunately, I allegedly think they're going to do allegedly lockdowns because they're idiots and won't actually look at data. And allegedly,
Don't talk about V words.
In a video game.
The smaccination.
I've never seen Brendan think about what he's about to say more than any time.
I have watched his mate on Facebook on all his posts, and he's all like,
they're going to lock down.
All right. Anyway, go ahead. They're going to lock down. You think so?
Yeah, but I mean, they're already talking about it. I have friends in the federal government. I got word tonight that they're talking about it already. So I wouldn't be surprised. So, but they're freaking out about the Delta variant, and UK's already coming. They peaked way sooner than they thought they were going to, and I think the same thing is going to happen here. They're freaking out, but it's gonna die off. So, but they're still going to try to lock down, and it's also a seasonal disease, so it's coming back.
Yeah, winter is coming.
But that's the thing too. It spread more in 1 month because of the variant in the fucking summer.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
the death rate is not allegedly going any higher than it was before. So,
allegedly.
Yeah.
So
I just talked to an emergency room nurse in Boston. Pediatric nurse in Boston, and I asked her how they were doing, and she said they had a couple patients. And I said, "How's it going?" And she said, "Yeah, they're fine."
So allegedly,
they're fine. You're fine. Everything's fine here. Yank, what do you think?
It's basically we're gonna be down to the flu season every year. We're gonna have this. I don't know. It's annoying, honestly, but I went through Kansas City the day they freaking put a mask mandate in Missouri. That same day.
Just Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City indoors.
Not the whole state.
Yeah. So I don't know. See how it goes. I don't know what to do anymore, honestly.
Talk
to your doctor. That's what you
Yes. Now, my take on this, Yanked had a very good point here where he talked about how this might be a yearly thing. Last year, I said, we're going to be chasing this. There's going to be COVID-20 next year, then COVID-21 the year after, then COVID-22. Now they're calling it a different name. They branded it differently. They're calling it Delta variant.
Hey, I think they purposely named him the Alpha Omega and all this just to piss you off, Phil, because you called it.
Yep. I mean, literally, they just wanted to do, clearly, the CDC, the WHO, all of them.
I might have an in with Fauci and the CDC.
They clearly watch this show. They watch Big Buck and Empire on YouTube. But you see, folks, here's the thing, though. If we do go into another lockdown, and I would say the likelihood of the government enforcing some shape, form, or figure of lockdown is pretty much 100%. Now, us out here, out in, let's be frank, Nebraska, there's just not a big population density, we're not going to see the same restrictions that, say, like Brennan in the Northeast or Tom down in Atlanta are going to see. They're going to see significantly more. But folks, when those lockdowns come, when that comes, the best places for you to be is right here at Big Bucket Empire, over at the Tomfoolery Show, KOE Nation on YouTube and Twitch, Dads Worldwide on YouTube, Yanked Up Podcast on YouTube, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, and Fence Sitters on YouTube as well, for you to get all of the content and be up to date for the minute-to-minute coverage as we chronicle the COVID again, folks, and it's coming.
Don't forget West Lynn 4 on TikTok.
Yes, and West Lynn 4 on TikTok. But yes, folks, these are going to be the places to be. KOE Nation on YouTube and Twitch. You know it's right. Tomfoolery, who's been so nice to grace us with his presence this evening. And Big Bucket Empire will be the 3 biggest hubs for day-to-day updates throughout these lockdowns when we go into Lockdown 2, Electric Boogaloo. And I think that it's inevitable that that's coming, because the governments have to seem like they're
kind of 3, yeah,
doing something. They have to, because otherwise, oh my goodness, you didn't do anything when you should have done something. And so the idea of doing something is powerful, even if that something is the wrong thing or potentially horrifying. So we will see what happens in the future, but I certainly hope we don't go into another lockdown, but it's looking like it's inevitable.
Chicken.
Let's run through a few comments real quick before we finish up. That we only have a few questions left on that. Let's see. If the establishment doesn't govern me harder this fall, I'm going to have some major blue balls.
Oh,
thanks for Osama.
Govern me harder, Daddy.
Yes. They were talking Lincoln won't shut down until after Garth Brooks has his concerts. That is honestly, like, I'm not surprised by some of these, as they have such big incomes coming from some of these artists that have booked across the country, especially in these smaller states. Yeah, like that's actually, they may potentially change their lockdown dates. We saw this. What was it in Chicago? Was it Chicago or a different city? Where they actually waited for the birthday of it was either the governor or the mayor before they entered lockdown and mask mandates the day after, just so they can. It was bad optics. I don't know if it was about the birthday party or not, but it just happened to be the day after. I was like, ooh, gross.
A lot of people quit taking these restrictions seriously after the Lollapalooza festival was allowed to go off without a hitch. Nobody said anything. And once again, like clockwork, the media that has a bit more of a left-leaning bias is shitting all over the Sturgis biker rally, which, let's be frank, the folks at Sturgis probably a lot of Bush, Trump, Romney
I was
votes
in South Dakota last year for that one when they freaked out about it last year. It was less than 200 cases came out of that. They tried to trace everything down and make it out to be the boogeyman. I'm not saying that it's not gonna cause some kind of spread, like everything is gonna. It's a viral fucking thing, and like there's gonna be spread, but like it's the next boogeyman. It's the next thing to get your cult on. That's basically what it is. Lynn, go ahead before I hit this comment.
All right. So I got 2 things. First, give it up for Limp Bizkit for getting ahead of the curve and canceling their shit. Limp Bizkit, out of all motherfuckers, they canceled their tour because they were a little scared of the COVID cove. Good job, Limp Bizkit. Fred Durst.
No one cares.
Who would have thought? But all right, then the other one.
Fred Durst, the realest motherfucker out there.
Yeah. Speaking of which, though, of birthday parties, Obama had a birthday party.
Ooh.
Not too long ago. All right. So, and then the news were saying, his party got fucking killed by, the Delta variant killed his birthday party. And then the next day, you see video footage of how fucking wild his birthday party was and how many people were there, and nobody was wearing masks.
All 3.
So it's kind of like, what?
I retweeted the video and I said Viva la Resistance. Thank you, Obama, for standing up for Americans' freedoms, and like
I mean they're gonna shit on us.
Party on, man.
It's weird. It's like a double standard of sorts, allegedly.
What?
We haven't seen any of those.
No, but yeah, so that's gonna unfortunately
Vive la resistance.
continue to be the reality of the powerful are gonna do the rules for thee, not for me. So, but now, Chicken, there was a comment you wanted to dive into.
So we got several comments, so we gotta start blazing through some of these. We do have a new commenter. I've never seen this name pop up. Danny says they need to lock down, as we should be freaking out over the Delta variant. And then her next one, there was a misspell, so I'm not going to post it, but it was that's one nurse. So I'm not sure if she's saying she's the nurse that thinks that, or if those are
that
her
was
thoughts.
in response to Brendan.
Yeah, when Brendan was talking about,
okay.
I talked to this nurse who said everything was fine, and so the response is that's anecdotal.
Fair enough.
But
yeah, but you can look at the data from the UK, okay, and I have, so we shouldn't be freaking out. You're being ridiculous.
Well, like to me, it's the old adage, and it's the eternal battle of
talk to your doctor.
Statistics don't invalidate lived experience, but lived experience also does not invalidate statistics.
True.
And so it's this unfortunate, we're always playing that battle in our lives.
So, I mean, from the last meta-analysis that I looked at, there was a fairly large difference
On infection rate, yes.
On infection rate, not death rate, and so that is the goal: is to have
even that one article.
Rate.
Which article just came out that said that the Pfizer was less effective? That's actually a terribly written article. I looked into that today because they said it was like 42% effective. Pfizer was against the COVID variant, but when you actually look at the study, it was still like 92% effective against hospitalization. So like it was very clickbaity, scare the shit out of you type articles that we expect nowadays. But like that was horribly written. Like I don't understand how they can get away with a headline like that. I sent it to all you guys, like 42% effectiveness COVID or for Pfizer. That's not really what that was. Like that was a very misleading headline.
Is there something you'd like to share with the class, T?
Yeah, I know how they can get away with writing something that shitty, so poorly written. It's because nobody wants to fucking work, so they have to scrape the bottom of the barrel to find people that want to work.
Ouch. Now, unfortunately, like what Tom was saying,
anybody to say whatever they want. That's the problem.
Yeah. Like what Tom was saying is that and I talked about this last year just because I was reading some basic studies on how viruses evolve. And what he's saying is you're having a lot more infection without the same level of mortality. And that is the way most
natural.
Well, that's how viruses want to evolve, is be less deadly to their host, but way more contagious. Yep. And so in about 5 to 10 years, COVID is going to be a lot less deadly, but a lot more prevalent.
We're just not lower infection rate, but the same death rate.
All right. Send me that study along sometime. I will read it, and we will go over it after I've given it a good study on KOE Nation live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Lynn.
I just want to go off. Can you pull up your Sama's comment there?
Which one?
Just the last one you had pulled up.
The last one.
Yeah. It was about Delta variant seems to be allegedly far less deadly. It's kind of like the Spanish flu, the common flu that we know now. After years and years, people will pretty much. They're not dying from the flu as much as they did when it first hit. And it's like, as the variants keep going, that it will slowly be kind of allegedly adapt to it to a point where it's just another fucking thing. Like, I don't know. I kind of
the viral load changes Phil, you're about to say something, but like when it comes to any of these, ask your doctor. Like that's the big thing.
Yes. Sure, your physician.
Now, I wanted to say there was one statistic that we have all actually been fooled by, and that is the old statistics that we used to use to determine the amount of flu deaths in our country.
Yep.
I don't think those statistics were probably right at all, because the way that they were gathered is they take the average death rate and then they see what's the difference, the increase during flu season. They take those two differences and then they say, this is roughly how many people died during. So I don't know, like, like I even at the beginning of COVID last year talking about like, well, like 240,000 people died of the flu last year. That number might be complete horseshit. So that's just something to keep in mind. Like the flu deaths, like what we thought how they were gathered, that's completely different. But back to what me and Tom were talking about, but it's just kind of a general thing that's said about this Delta variant. It's just so much more contagious than it was last year. So we will see in the end, like it says, it's going to take about 12 months for us to actually be able to look back and Zapruder film this whole thing back and study what happened. But just generally, that's how
we got a lot of comments to catch up on and finish up this thing because we still have to flip over to the selfie thing. Holy shit, this is taking way longer to show.
This is the 100th episode.
I know.
Enjoy it. It's your night, fella.
I was about to say.
I just don't know how I'm going to clip this segment into anything at this point. It's so goddamn long.
I know how it feels.
Like
the struggle is real.
This is not what I imagined it to be, but whatever. We're rolling with it. Let's see. Urasama then says, I wonder if the flu is back up from being 98% lower than usual yet. Not that it's related or anything. That'll be interesting to see what the flu does this fall. I know we're pushing flu shots at work right now, along with COVID shots. So, yeah. So we'll see. Start panic buying toilet. No, don't.
Way ahead of you. I already stocked up, so have your toilet paper parties
if you want.
As a video game, yes. As a responsible citizen, I would never question my God King, who has definitely wiped his own butt. I wiped my butt.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I wiped my butt's been wiped.
Oh no, I'm out of toilet paper, says Matt. Oh shit, here we go. They're gonna panic. We can fix that, Phil. We should take in some refugees. What?
From where?
I'm not sure what this
I
is
don't
in
understand.
reference to.
What are they talking about?
I don't know what this is in reference
Bring
to.
in more people while we're locked down? Like, how does that make sense?
Maybe he's being sarcastic because of all the ones coming across the border without vaccines now. Because I know that's been a talking point. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Is sarcasm? There is no like punctuation.
It's hard to read sarcasm. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we need a punctuation in our English language that indicates sarcasm. We don't have punctuation.
I got the solution to that, Phil. You know how like certain memes where people are like replying back, like where you have a capitalized letter and a lowercase and then capitalized and lowercase. Every time you do something sarcastically, you type it out capital, lowercase, capital, lowercase. And everybody will know it's sarcastic because you're like,
sarcasm's not supposed to take that much effort.
I feel like you should just own being sarcastic.
Yeah. It shouldn't take that much effort.
Or just write sarcasm in little fucking parentheses.
This is sarcastic, just so you know, Dumbo.
All right.
All right. Even if their actions match perfectly with Agenda 2030. I don't know much about Agenda 2030.
I don't know.
Is that a new thing? Is this a new thing I have to worry about? Like, is this a new conspiracy thing?
I was about to say, like, damn it.
When the flying car
thought I was up
2030.
Urasama, send me a PM on that. Like, I need, what is that something I should care about?
I better not start calling you Kurosama with a Q in front.
Kurosama.
Fred was.
What the fuck are we talking about, Fred? Until the river runs dry, bro. Fred was the only one naked.
Matthew,
too.
This is a live show. This isn't actually your diary.
Brooke to Limp Bizkit.
Right. Fred, yes. Fred.
All right,
okay.
We got
now it's starting to make sense.
Thanks, Yank. Paul back in there. So Fred was the only one to get naked too. Okay, yeah, Fred Durst. God bless him.
Well, he did have like COVID-19 lyrics. Like if you interact, your life is on
this shit right here.
Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker.
Hot dog flavored water.
Yeah, chocolate starfish, motherfucker. The problem with Obama's party right now is that the parties with lots of kids always get everyone sick. But allegedly, be careful with my comments, please. Thanks.
A little late for that. I am not a responsible person, according to Urasama.
Yeah, we know.
All right.
Yo, COVID. Take him to the Matthews Bridge.
Take him to the Matthews Bridge.
Yeah,
Take it
there
to the
you go.
Matthews Bridge.
Love it. Good job, dog.
It's all
I
about
love
he
that.
said, she said bullshit.
Are hospitals here in Nebraska are full?
Probably not.
No.
Okay. Funny anecdote. Like I told some of you guys about this. So I'm over by Des Moines area. So, and every county surrounding, now this was a couple of weeks ago. I think we're all in like orange according to the county like map or whatever for COVID, the CDC website, like where everybody's actually paying attention to now. But the city of Des Moines itself was yellow, which is like low or medium risk, and you didn't have to do any restrictions. But every single county surrounding the city was orange. Now, everybody, the hospital in Des Moines was at capacity, but every single city around it that was in orange had like nobody in the hospitals. Well, it's because everybody works in the city and goes to the hospital in the city. They don't go to their local hospitals. And so like it was ass backwards. So like when we're doing this on transmissibility and chasing transmissibility and in cases, that was my argument of like, I think we need to be following hospitalizations because Des Moines Metro should have been in like an orange or a red if the hospital was actually full, because that is more detrimental to the health of the people in that area that actually live there that need the healthcare, and the people that have healthcare accessibility in their like town outside of the city. They can still go to the hospital, and like we shouldn't be necessarily shutting them down. Like I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert on this. It just seemed totally ass backwards to me that an area that had a low infection rate and transmissibility rate, but a full hospital is only at a yellow, and we're not going to like even look at them for any restrictions. It makes no sense when it comes to anything like that. Like when we just chase cases and positive tests. Like most of those positive tests weren't actually being hospitalized anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we need
Yeah,
to be
you can always
tracing
go
as
from
well.
What's that?
We need to be tracing as well. Like I think that if we actually did tracing instead of lockdowns, like we would have so much more. We would have a much lower rate of infection. Like that's when we look at like what was it, South Korea or North Korea, South Korea did. They one of the things they did was it was
probably South, because nobody in North Korea got it. No,
they
and if they did, they got shot.
They don't have the infrastructure for
contact,
tracing.
They were doing contact tracing, and it was like really useful to like kind of figure out like if they know everybody who has it and everybody they came into contact with, then in like all of the restaurants and stores that they went to, then when somebody else gets it, they have an idea of where it came from, how they got it, and then also know like if they came into contact with other people, they can let them know and let them go ahead and take precautions. I think that would be a lot easier than shutting down, is like just putting out information to those who may be infected.
Like,
so
does somebody come up, knock on your door, and say, "Hey, you were hanging out with Lynn yesterday, and Lynn came down with it. So stay the fuck inside. You're not allowed to go to work."
So you remember when it like first started, before we actually shut anything down? That's kind of what everybody was doing by themselves. Is they were all saying like, "Oh crap, this."
Well, they would go get
sick.
tested.
No, we didn't even have we didn't have a wide range of testing at the time. So some people were getting tested, but like most of the time, everybody was out of tests. So if we found out somebody was sick and might have it, they went and called like everybody they knew and started telling restaurants and like businesses like, "Hey, I was there. I don't know. Maybe I got sick. Just wanted to let you know." We got numerous calls at the restaurants that I was working at, and we would go and start wiping everything down again and like and start telling the people who actually came into contact with that specific person, and like making sure that they also took precautions, especially around high risk people. Like I think that that's like the better route to go than just shutting everything down.
Like do you okay, like I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play by your rules here. So So then, like, what qualifiers do we have at that point to chase after people? What makes it more important, least important? Have I had a vaccine or not had a vaccine? Which vaccine did I have? Have I had COVID? Within the last 2 weeks, 2 months, 4 months.
What do you mean by chase after people?
Well, like if okay, so you and Lynn hung out yesterday. You guys were at a restaurant together, and then one of you comes down with it.
Smoked a lot of crack.
Yeah. And one of you comes down with the Delta variant. Now, do I need to know, did you have COVID recently? So you might have antibodies. What were you guys wearing masks at the time? Do I need to know that too? Like, were you doing everything safe? Because if you're doing everything safe, should I still have to like chase Lynn down and let him know that you may have gave him a viral, infection?
There's no way you could know all of that information.
Exactly.
So you just want to go tell everybody that they may have come into contact with so that they can take precautions if necessary. So like that's
every day. It's every day. Every one of us that are out in the public every single day are likely around somebody who could have given us COVID.
Right, but it makes it less likely if you find out that there's a good chance that you came into contact with somebody with COVID.
And then what do you do?
You would be more precautious. So like you
Precautious
personally, one, you don't come into contact with high risk people. You probably do a better job.
When I see an old person, I run away.
Yeah, sure. I live with numerous and take care of numerous people who are high risk. So like I would completely change my my schedule, but also on top of that, like you may do a better job at being careful and wearing masks, washing your hands. Like lots of us, we all try to do these things, but we're pretty careless with it. Like we're not walking around.
Yourself, man.
You
anti-maxer,
anti-masker. I think that we would all be like, or if you got information saying, hey, you could likely be contaminated and spreading this. Yeah, I think you would probably act a little bit differently, but you could do these without a lockdown, so to where people would be more precautious.
I don't see a different outcome. Sorry, that's just me personally. I think the outcome's the same.
And they had much better outcomes than the United States. And that was one of the things that like people made a big deal about, is that Trump put into place contact tracing. And early on, when that should have been like the first thing that we did, it not only was it not the first thing we did, it wasn't even the last thing we did. It just wasn't something that we did. And lots of countries did it, or not lots of countries. The few countries who did it had immense amounts of success with it.
What I always say in response to that and kind of a counter is like, let's take South Korea as an example. I've never found it to be a satisfying argument to say if we were to like pluck the prime minister of South Korea or what was the other one that everyone was talking about? New Zealand. Everybody's talking about New Zealand had great. If we were to pluck either of them and drop them into the United States 2019 and say, you're in charge now, I don't think anybody can say with any confidence that we would have had any significant different results. So like that's my one. So like, because we're but also the other reason I threw up this comment is I just wanted to keep a comment on the screen that says Phil's right, and that's really all.
Thanks, Phil. All right, we'll move on from that one. That's a topic for another day. It's a fascinating conversation of like, what did we screw up the first time, and how should we approach it if there is a lockdown the second time? How could we avoid it, and what's the right way to do it? Great conversation, maybe for another day. All right, but so is Brendan. Let's get them both back in here. Hey. All right, future we're gonna skip that one just because it says Phil's right. That means it's automatically wrong.
Fake news.
Fake news. Matt Sieber says, have they found anyone that's just immune? Did COVID cure the flu? And then Danny's back on there. So no, they haven't cured the flu. And people that are just immune, there's not enough information out there. We don't know that. There's a lot of people that are just don't seem to be impacted by it. But it's a viral disease that can be spread by anybody, even if they don't have symptoms by it. So That's a real thing. Just like the regular flu. Some people don't have symptoms with the regular flu and still spread it to people.
That was the asymptomatic people that we've been talking about for the last year. Yeah, they're immune, basically.
There's been studies on asymptomatic spread that say it's near zero statistically.
Yeah, there's a lot of arguments on the asymptomatic spread. So now, ask your doctor what you should do.
One thing I just want to bring up is COVID is an inflammation disease. It causes inflammation in lung tissue, but like you said, there's people that are reacting to it differently. And I remember I was listening to one psychiatrist say that there's some people that believe that even like depression and mood swings can be due to inflammation in different parts of the brain. So we have no idea how this is affecting some people. Like this, in 20 years, we're going to look back on this, be like, dude, this was fucking crazy.
I'm sure there's going to be a few things that come out and I'll be like, dude, I was fucking way wrong. And a couple things I'll be like, I was way right.
The increase of suicides in the last year, I mean, it might have just
been
due to like lockdowns and whatnot, but it could have been like, inflammation in certain parts in the brain that make you a little more depressed and want to fucking off yourself. I mean, allegedly.
I mean, the guy that only had a little bit of sniffles when they got COVID. I mean, you never know what other, now again, this is just speculation on my part, but it's just something that I think about that, like, there might be different effects. Like, this guy got really depressed and it turns out like it might have had we don't know. And so just something to think about. And there's a lot of unknown unknowns, to quote Donald Rumsfeld. But Chicken, keep the hits on rolling, sir.
Yeah, hits on rolling. Corblick says, I'll take a housekeeper for refugee.
That's why Brandon doesn't even bother podcasting.
Yes. He will get us removed from YouTube immediately. That's not right at all, says Matt. Agenda 2030 has been around for a while. I'll post some stuff about it later. Appreciate that. Tony's back in his vehicle for some reason. Let's pop him back up. I have no...
Hey!
He's gonna go find another Wi-Fi hotspot to fucking Rob.
Yeah,
I noticed Tony or Phil's picture got way better all of a sudden.
Yeah,
of course it did. If you can see this, here, look, there's a really nasty storm rolling in, so I'm like driving back while the lightning's starting to come. So I figured I'll finish up here with the episode 100 in the car, and I'll join you guys on the post in my basement again, where it won't be nearly as bad.
Still
all right, sounds good. Let's get through these comments. We'll pop up the photos and wrap this bitch up and get over the post show. So moving on, Danny, Matt, I'm a frontline worker.
God bless, Danny.
Yeah, God bless you. Local hospitals probably don't have the core in ventilators. There's a very deep conversation between them. I'm not going to post all of those. No government tracing. That's a horror movie crap. Yeah, I could see where that could get pretty scary pretty fast, or Osama. That's why, that's a whole nother show. Sorry, Tom.
Again, just letting people know something is like, there's nothing scary about that. Like, they tell you, hey, people came into contact with you. That's it. Like, you're not forced to do anything.
Here's what happens.
Take the precautions yourself.
Here's what happens is they let 2 million Americans in Missouri know that they were in contact with somebody, and they all happen to live where Lynn lives. And guess what happens? CNN shows up where Lynn lives and nobody's wearing a mask. Oh no, super spreader town now. Let's quarantine this whole town. Like, it's the hysteria. Like, there's so much potential for problems with anything, honestly. I'm not just knocking that one. But it's just this weird fucking world we live in. There's no good way to go about things anymore without it being manipulated.
Remember my comment about mini Florida?
Yeah.
Remember Florida was taking a lot of heat last year when nobody was wearing masks and everything, and they were all talking about fuck Florida was.
Yeah, Florida's
Missouri's
like this.
the new Florida.
It's like really good, it's really bad. It's really good, it's really bad. It's like
Well, Missouri just never gave a shit for like.
The only thing I want to say kind of is as a little bit of a pushback to contact tracing just as a concept. I'm not like saying it's a bad practice, but in its concept, it's just this. And I don't think there's going to be a lot of people in the audience that are going to disagree with this. And it is, I am a supremely private person. I have much to hide. and a lot that I don't want you or anybody else to know about. And I believe that my private business and private affairs should stay private. And so that's the reason that there's pushback to the idea of contact tracing.
It doesn't make any sense.
See,
again, somebody just telling you may have come into contact with somebody who may have been infected or is infected.
Tom, I'm around thousands of people a day. Like,
okay, but you're not arguing against me, saying, "Well,
no,
they
I'm not saying
if my comings and
not scare me.
There are many people that believe
me.
their comings and goings are nobody's fucking business but their own, and so
no,
that's
but that doesn't matter. They're just telling
kind of the point,
you
though.
something. No, they are telling you something. You are not telling them anything. They are
Okay,
telling you.
Were you obligated by law to comply with contact tracing in South Korea? I'm just curious.
I would assume so. Yeah, probably.
Then that does apply very much to what I'm saying here. Is like, I am a very private person, and many people in the audience and anybody within the sound of my voice has the thought of, I'm a private person and I have much to hide, and there's many things that I don't want you to know, and being legally compelled to have to. Are you seeing why there's pushback to this idea? I'm not even saying you have to agree with
why
it.
there's pushback. I also understand why people want to be able to like run around and murder people. Like, I think that there's reasons why we do certain things and make certain laws. I like you're saying there's reasons. Okay, there's reasons for things. That doesn't.
You're taking it to a completely ridiculous level.
I'm not. You're just saying
you
there's
are.
reasons for
You're
things.
comparing.
Fine.
Want somebody to want to be private with murder? I'm sorry, but no. We all have a reasonable expectation of privacy.
I'm not. I'm comparing reasons to reasons. That's it. To say there are reasons for something doesn't actually say anything. It just says there's.
This is why we miss Tom on here.
Well, no, there are valid reasons why you would want to actually keep yourself private. Murdering somebody, not necessarily valid.
Comments, folks. Let's finish up the comments. We're not going to get in this weird thing. Let's save that for the post show. Let's catch up. We're talking about contact tracing here. I don't know the context of that conversation. I'm not going to just post some of that. Okay. Freedom. People take your own precautions. Let it thin the herd. Only the strong, smart survive the way nature intended. All right.
According to Brandon Corbett, commenter.
Allegedly.
Tom's just like
sounds like a person who's definitely going to make it in that kind of world.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Just letting the government know where you are and where you've been all the time is not scary stuff. In quotations.
Nobody said that. What is wrong with people?
Bernadette, I'm not going home. Okay. Well, Lynn, by the way, Bernadette's not going home, just so you know.
Yeah, I hit that with a laugh emoji because bullshit, I'm taking her home.
Especially when you get them lockdown powers in addition to that you will never give up, by the way. Matt agrees.
Isn't that what you guys said the last time?
They still haven't given up a lot of those.
I don't know who they are, but okay, keep going.
We're not going to get into the they argument.
We don't want to get into they.
The powerful.
How do they know what they're telling you? Because they're tracking you. It's crazy. I love it. No, you were banned. I'm not pulling up your comments, woman. Dude in red cowboy hat, where do you live? Because it's storming where you are. Yeah, I can see the lightning in his windows.
Phil's house right
Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening me.
Yes.
I escaped the storm like about a mile and a half ago, but it's following me because I was basically hydroplaning on the fucking highway here just a second ago, and I got about a mile and a half down, and I'm like, oh, it's dry now. So if I go north for a couple miles, I might just avoid it and get back home before I get soaked. So fingers crossed.
You got the
Fair
hat
enough.
on, you'll be dry. You'll be good.
So what you're saying is I should probably just hunker down for the evening.
Yeah, Phil. I don't know if it's following me. You might be safe here in about half an hour.
Yeah. Oh, but Danny, we are
in Nebraska.
Yep, we're western Nebraska here. We're not anywhere near like Omaha or Lincoln. We're a couple hours drive from any of them, but
not that the red hat would give it away or anything.
No. But yes,
we're in on it.
we're deep in the
He
3rd
does.
district. So that's just so. Yep, we're in Nebraska, actually. I'm actually a 5th-generation Nebraska farmer. And, yeah, Tony, him and his family been here at least 4 generations that we know of. So, yeah, Nebraska born and bred and proud. So, all right. Now, Chicken, do we have any more of the actual anonymous questions?
Yes, we have 2 left. Jesus Christ.
We
Can
made it,
finish
baby.
this. Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, I should have said the
that last
COVID
question
one
took
to
almost
you.
an
Holy
hour.
shit.
So.
Holy fuck, that last one just like blew everything up. All right. I do like this one. Chicken is a handsome man and looks great with that RWP title on his shoulder.
Hey.
Fake news.
Fake news. Oh,
Stop
you
the
What up,
Fuck
good
from
chicken?
Tony.
Call 555-555 for a good time, big boy. Bring the strap. You know, I just might.
You know,
Just
I mean,
might.
there's an AEW pay-per-view and SummerSlam coming up here very shortly over at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, which you should definitely like, share, subscribe to. That's the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, where Chicken will be putting his belt on the line twice in one weekend. Will the champ be able to survive both an AEW and WWE pay-per-view? You're going to have to
I've
tune in.
survived all fucking year, other than
I
one,
actually took
one
the belt
fluke,
off of you.
one fluke pay-per-view, and then I took it right back.
Yes. So enough with that verbal effluvia, that rapscallion ne'er-do-well who ever posted such nonsense.
I misread that comment. I thought it was a RBG logo on the shoulder. Little Ruth Bader Ginsburg logo he had on his shoulder.
And then final one was, Tony, if Chicken doesn't show up, call the same number. I'll watch some porn with you. That's what.
There you go. All right.
Giggity.
That's
So, you know,
disturbing,
I'm glad we
disturbing.
left it. We ended it on the high-minded content. Like that's really that's it.
Are we gonna
high-minded
see ourselves as
content.
chicks?
We got the
The
we got the
sexy
pictures. Yeah, we got the pictures.
Oh,
we haven't even
God.
talked sex robots or anything yet. Jesus.
I know.
I think the
Drink,
sex
drink,
robots are
drink,
gonna have to be on the
drink,
post
drink.
show, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kevin ain't
That's
even
good.
here, so
That's
it
like a
doesn't
bunch
feel
of
right.
sex robots.
All right. Well, without further ado, I will hype while Chicken prepares. Folks, this is a segment
Nope.
that Tony started.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just hyping while Chicken prepares. This
Oh
is
my
a
God,
segment
you're
that
leaving.
Tony started, in which he takes this cast of the most handsome, beautiful men that God has ever blessed onto this planet. That is the cast that you see before you here at Big Buckin' Empire. Every last one of us. None could be better. And we have taken those pictures and we've put them through literally year 3000 technology to see what we would look like as the sexiest bitches on the internet. So without further ado, Chicken, how are we starting this particular lineup, sir? Take it away.
First up is Yank. Yank, you can't compensate with boobs now.
God damn it.
I know.
Yeah,
you're
he did have
trying.
an unfair advantage last time because the app I used gave him a bra.
Oh,
Yeah, that was great.
All right, so here's
Oh, he even puckered
This
his
was for
lips.
Tony.
What a
Yeah,
fucking
this was
bullshit.
all fucking for Tony. Tony, I know you fucking got off on it. We're good.
Yeah, I loved this. And the funny part was I had to use this one because the other one you sent didn't recognize your face, even though it was a full-on selfie.
That's fine.
All right, this is just for fun, folks. We're not making fun of people. We're making fun of ourselves. Here we go. Yank, we're gonna dress you up, make you look pretty.
Oh God, this is scary. What the?
What the fuck?
Even as a woman, he's got a beautiful beard.
Suddenly goes from Yanked Up
Holy
Podcast to
shit.
Billy Goat's Gruff.
It knocked off his entire
Fucking
chin.
God,
because there's
I
no-
already know
because
my
of his
beard
beard.
to
Lip
this day.
surgery.
Jesus Christ.
It's like Goat Boy
Oh
from
my
Saturday Night Live.
Dude, I would have to do a lot
Oh my God.
of drugs to bang
Oh
that.
my
Yeah,
fucking.
I think Yanked would, and he's looking at himself like it's like,
Yeah, he's like, I
Dude,
wouldn't.
the
I
lip
wouldn't.
injections and everything, that's just horrid. It's like
It just sucks
Stuff it
because
full of
my
salt and then
beard
fucking-
is obviously going to be showing too.
Lynn, actually, you'd be surprised what happens with yours.
I'm
You're
gonna
up
be
next.
hot. Oh yes. Let's see the beautiful.
All right, so you got Yank to consider there. Here's
that's-
next one. So there's Lynn. This was his submission.
Obviously, setting the bar very high with this selfie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, come on. Look, my selfie is the fucking best selfie ever. He said, "Take a selfie." I was like, "Okay."
dude,
Yeah,
what is
damn.
with the right eye?
you look like someone's aunt.
Yeah,
Aunt Lil. We're gonna have a
Dude.
fun weekend, aren't we?
I ain't gonna lie. That kind of looks like Amanda.
I'm trying to figure out where you look. Oh
wow.
my god!
We
How
do
did-
not
Trying to
speak.
figure out which
We do
one
not
you're looking
speak
at, who
that
you're
name
looking
on
at.
this show anymore.
Oh, I'm super surreal. Sorry.
I'm that cool aunt that got you high for the first time.
I like
Yeah,
how like
that's
my
I don't
hair.
pay taxes or
Like-
rent.
Spot on.
I
I
snuck
like-
you a beer at the family get together that one time back in 2009.
Yeah.
It's like he's
Yeah, I
looking
like how
straight.
my
I'm
hat,
talking
like,
to you,
became
but my
the
kids
hair.
are over here, so I'm watching you. and my
Jesus,
kids
God
over here.
Almighty!
Oh my God, Tony, you're a dick.
Hey, you didn't send me one until we started already.
No,
so I
no.
had to come up with what I had.
I don't know if Phil knows that this is on here, but here's young Phil.
Whoa!
Young Phil.
Oh,
Look at that
Phil
sexy
requested
bitch.
this.
I was trying to
Yeah.
figure
God,
out.
look-
Well, no,
Look at
I didn't want you to tell
20-some-year-old
them who
Phil.
it was. I wanted you to just post the female picture, and then they'd guess. So that was, but oh yeah, that
It's
was me.
obvious.
That was me under a very studious diet. Yes. So let's. Oh, look at that
Nah.
sexy bitch! Jesus, that's you gotta
Damn,
admit
what
that's
grade you
actually
in?
pretty goddamn sexy. Like, yeah, I think I just won this bitch.
You look
That's
Damn!
underage.
sexual
You look
God
underage.
damn.
pedophile.
You,
Well, I
you
was
look
nine-
like
This is
I
like
was
the
19 at the
Right.
time.
that
I
you
was
settled for
19 at the
wrong.
time. So yeah, look at the
You
look
went
at
from
that
19
sexy
to fucking
bitch.
14 in
Like,
a hurry.
yeah,
I mean,
that
you,
that
you look
pause
like
you heard
somebody
there,
that
folks?
go to Epstein's Island.
like I was about to say, all of you folks like that you heard a pause there on the show because everyone's like going like, God damn, Phil is fucking sexy and
We didn't know to
fine.
be
Like
put
I
on
didn't
a
know
list.
I didn't know Phil was that fucking
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
I've
but
always
liked
known
it.
Phil was that fucking fine. so-
I hate to say this, dude, but
Tony, you
nobody's gonna
fucking
vote for
asshole.
a minor because you look like you're fucking 10.
I was
Yeah,
19
I
at the
didn't wanna be
time.
put
So,
on the list.
oh,
But
I'm
the
sorry.
female version
I'm
looks
sorry that
like
my
you were
skin
fucking
just
10.
glows with youthful exuberance and just the springtime beauty
Hey.
of youth. It's not
All
my
right,
fault.
all right,
I've got all
right,
this
all right.
beauty. It's-
Jesus.
Yeah. All right. How about present day Phil? You got one of them.
Yeah, that'll be coming up. I'm just going in
All right.
order here.
Okay. Okay.
Phil's
It'll
a
be even sexier. I age like wine.
Tony's a dick. He took a picture. This was from when I lived in Hastings, like 8 years ago, 10 years ago. I don't even fucking remember how long ago this was. This was a
So we're
long
gonna be
fucking
on
time
this
ago.
then.
But remember when the Snuggies came out with like the zipper butt undoer thing,
Oh,
like where
for
you
fuck's
just like
sake.
take a dump out of the zipper? I just bought one of those and I had my wife take a picture of me. I was like eating, it looks like I'm eating a cheese stick or something, but
Oh,
Oh, I bet that's
Yeah.
lovely.
so and of course I got the flap out. This is great. This is actually pretty hot. Yeah, baby. Ooh. I'd fuck me.
Jesus Christ. Okay, this one is last
Chicken
Last
is made
call!
for this. Literally,
Last
chicken
call!
is made for this. Every picture chicken has has become like, I'll be right back.
I'd fuck me. Yep.
Yep.
This is easy
Bird
access
Brooklyn.
chicken.
Yep.
Dude, that's everyday chicken. So
This is my cheese stick.
yeah,
I put it in my mouth.
it's a
God
cheese
damn.
stick.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
good
gonna go
God.
inside. If you guys could stall for like 4 minutes, I'll be right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
me talking for 4 minutes? I think
Oh
you
God,
need to
we
give
don't
me more
have to
time.
listen. Let's catch up. We do have more chats coming through. A lot of them are just laughs and stuff, but we got why is that one on there? Hashtag Brazzers.
Yeah.
Check out my OnlyFans.
Nice. Let's see. If a girl sent you a onesie pic with the butt flap down, yeah, that's literally what I sent Tony 10 years ago, and
if they had cell phones and selfies in the 1920s, I put the butt flaps on my undies down. Ooh.
That's one of those pictures that has
warm somehow back
resurfaced
then,
that
didn't
I've never imagined that picture ever coming back to the light of day. I didn't even remember
haunt
that
you?
picture.
They're coming back to haunt like a sumbitch.
Yeah, Tony has so much old shit on, especially Phil and myself.
Yeah, I'm glad he doesn't have a lot of pictures of me.
Our old wrestling days. Oh Jesus, yeah.
I was sexier like 10 years ago, but God damn, I'm glad he didn't take a lot of pictures. I'm good.
He's probably got more than you think he does.
Yeah, I know. Well,
That's why his computer doesn't work.
No, there's a lot of reasons why his computer doesn't work.
Them taint pictures he took of me, those taint pictures are fucking private. We don't talk about them.
Lord. So, all right.
Oh,
Speaking
dear.
of private pictures, here we go. So, we've
All
got
right. We'll start setting up. Then, oh my God, we do have Tom on here. All right.
Tony
Wow.
said he had Tom on there.
Wow.
Well, now check in. Come
Good
on.
job.
Share
No,
with
no,
the class. Share with the class. What the fuck?
I thought we were delaying for Tony.
Yeah, I was trying to delay. I'm just saying, wow. I'm a little surprised.
Well,
that-
Tom's audience is here. I think it's only right that we, bring in a little bit of tomfoolery here. And yes, Tantui 10-man, Phil is not just a pretty sexy bitch, an incredibly sexy bitch. So, yeah.
All right. Can we just make fun of this picture first?
Yeah, sure.
So Tom had one of his fans actually made this, and Tom, do you have the zoomed out version of this by any chance? Like,
How about the one I made?
I just don't like the lack of trigger discipline in that
I
picture.
do.
exactly.
Yeah, I believe I do have that. You
So
want me to send it to you, or
I don't care either way, but yeah. So somebody had tried to make you look like, or you actually dressed like this on a stream, and you had, was it like a BB gun, like an airsoft gun, or
yeah,
what?
it's an airsoft gun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Even then, gun.
I've
I'm
got
sure you've gotten like 7 million messages about that.
well,
by the way.
every time I see it, I give him a message about it. I know Tom's always like, "God damn it, fuck off."
I've got it pulled up.
Let me. There we go. Okay, so here's the full. Yeah. Hitman, what are you hitting?
Man,
Something blue.
Men.
It's all right there in the title. It's pretty comprehensive.
Dude, you still
Yeah.
got my little doctor version of that. It was so much better.
I shaved my head. I had just gotten done at a wedding. I came home, got on stream. They were digging like the tie and the shirt, so I put the suit back on, and then they started telling me I looked like Hitman, so I grabbed a gun and started screwing around with it.
Actually, you know what would be a perfect thumbnail for you to make? Put your glasses on and then just look all mean into the camera instead of Breaking Bad tomfoolery.
Oh, nice.
That would actually work pretty fucking well.
Hell yeah.
So
I like that actually.
All right, so let's see how Tom gets flipped about. Are we waiting for T a little longer?
I think we can move forward with this one. This
Yeah,
one's not
we
gonna
got
be
it.
Too detrimental.
Tom's audience is just like, we got to see this.
We got to see this. Not fucking bad.
Not
Hell
too
yeah,
bad
dude.
there, Tom.
Hell yeah.
She looks like she would be like on a CBS TV show investigating murders.
Yeah.
It's like,
You know what, Tom? I wouldn't kick you out of bed for eating crackers.
or like courtroom docudramas. Your Honor, we have found that that my client cannot be guilty. Like, yes.
Or
that-
a Pantene Pro V commercial.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be on the cover of the box every time
because
you get
you're
hair
worth
color.
it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
hair is doing it for me.
Yeah,
That hair is killing
It's
it.
like
man.
I'm
Pantene Pro
confused.
Vitamin.
So what is that on the gun though? Is that supposed to be
That's
a
your
shoulder?
Your shoulder, so it looks like a chair.
So they thought my hand was a shoulder.
I don't
And
know.
so because
Or
you
a
can
really
see the way
large
the
thumb.
hair goes over.
Oh, it's where your hand is. They
Yeah.
just
They thought it was
Oh,
a shoulder.
maybe that gives it. That does give it more
It gives
sex
it away
appeal,
right
though.
there.
Yeah, I know. That
I hate to
shoulder.
say, Freddie, you might have some. I'm like, damn it, that's beautiful, beautiful.
That's Tom. You might be in the running on this one, actually.
Yeah, I think I'd bang you over Phil because Phil's like an underage
Oh,
girl.
thank God! I mean, oh wait, what? Oh shit!
Wait, him over Phil? Like,
Tom's like,
yeah, I would throw you right over Phil's.
Tom's like, I don't like where this is going. This is.
Phil would be like, "What are you doing up
reason.
there?"
Phil,
Why?
stop moving.
One reason.
Oh,
All right, here we
Oh.
go.
Hey.
I changed my mind. You look like a party girl, dude.
Those
Yeah.
freaking
Comes
hands,
with the
dude.
fist.
I would pee in your butt.
She's
Follow me on Twitter for more recipes.
Brendan, you're missing a finger. What happened to
Yeah,
the finger?
seriously, like the hand, it looks like there's a
Something.
face
It's like-
on the
Dude,
pointer
you're-
finger.
You're
It's
like a party girl with a man hand.
It's
This-
it's the Seinfeld man hands. She's
This
playing,
right
but she's
here,
got man hands.
The caption for this right here is "I'm married, changed my mind Saturday." Woo!
My fucking God.
Brandon, this is what you literally look like when I'm drunk.
Oh,
This is
Oh,
what he
damn.
looks like to me right now when I'm sober.
Hey guys, smash or pass?
Smash.
Smash.
Guys, you guys
Yeah,
are great. I love you guys.
Brendan's like, oh, this is so
Everybody's gotta
good for
try
my
something
confidence.
once.
Yeah.
You got them DSLs, bruh.
Everybody.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna pass.
somebody to love.
You'd pass?
I don't see enough. Like I gotta know, is there?
I
is
mean,
there
I
junk in
want
the
those-
trunk?
Yes, there's got to be
But
junk in the trunk.
The
Okay.
fucking man hands, though.
I was about to say,
Those
look at how
cheeks
manly
say
those
that
hands
there's-
are.
Those cheeks say that there's a lot of meat. So
Fact.
I will,
Fact.
I will smash.
Hey, if I had to go up against like,
Oh, for fuck's
Like-
sake.
Jesus
Jesus.
fucking God.
I told you I was going big.
Smash or pass.
Smash.
let's see what we
This is
get
post.
here.
This is post filter.
You don't even
No.
need to go to the girls.
Yes,
We'll just-
post filter.
we'll do it now. We'll just
I'm
do
a
it now.
beautiful woman.
Sorry.
Well done.
Look at Tom's face.
Tom's like, yeah, well done.
You kind of look like you're Russian.
The forearm,
Yeah,
I'd be all
it
over
looks
but the
like you got
forearms are just
shipped
killing
over
me.
here for a
I was about to
brothel.
say, yeah, you do look like a female MMA fighter, just like that stocky, like ready to go fighting
True.
body, but like
You
still
look, you
beautiful
look
hair.
like you look like a Russian chick that would just beat anybody's ass in this panel.
This
Hang
looks
on,
like
I gotta
somebody who's
address
getting
that
ready to
comment.
This is
fight
straight up
Amanda
peak.
Nunes,
Yeah.
and your nudes got leaked.
I got to address Matt's comment here. It looks like a midget. Hey, Matt. Wouldn't that just be
Little
an
people.
immediate upgrade from anybody you've ever banged?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah!
Snap.
Shots have been fired here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, oh good. Now, if you're gonna want the full story and all that, you're gonna have to come to the post show. So,
Oh, there's no
yes,
story. That's a lot, bro. I'm sure it is a lot of.
Tony, where's the ones I sent you?
Yeah.
Like that was you made
I don't
that
know
my
if you know
entry.
this, chicken, but my entire night has kind of been a disaster. And you sent those pictures the second that we started airing, and I've been broadcasting off my phone this whole time. So I don't know if you know this, but it's been a disaster.
yeah. There's been a technical difficulty or two. So the fact that we've made
Yeah.
it this far,
Tony's
There
just
is
mad
that.
because the selfies I sent him were like me sexy posing with the belt, and it was
Yeah,
I
he
knew it
finally
was going
gets
to piss
around
him
to
off.
send. I've been asking for like a week and a half for these pictures. He sends them after he hits go live, And I'm like, oh, okay. And now I'm trying to do that, and I'm fuzzy pixelated, and I try to drive to a better Wi-Fi spot. Then I end up going to Phil's. Then that's a disaster.
storm.
And it storms, and then I have to drive back again during the broadcast. And then I finally get inside, and I sit back down, and I see Tom's sexy girl ass. And then Chicken's like, what the fuck? Why didn't you edit my pictures that I sent you after we started the broadcast?
It was your fucking idea, dick.
So why didn't you send them like a week ago?
Because I was working, you dick.
So were all these guys.
Okay, you two. All right. Lovers quarrel. Let's do this in the post show. So, all
I took a
right.
shower last night and I sent them.
Yeah, and you two kiss and
I
make
am
up.
fresh.
Aw, that's adorable. All right, now let's get to some more face app nonsensory. So right now it looks like
That's going on the intro next week.
me and Tom are like, Tom, I think we've discovered that you and I are basically the sexiest bitches of this room.
Hang on,
thus
I
far.
can-
I think Tom. Okay, let's vote.
Find
Let's
Phil
vote.
now.
Wait.
Let's find. You got a picture of Phil now.
Hold on. I'll pop him back up on the
We'll
screen
save him
just so we
sexier.
can.
Not
So we
not
can-
pedo Phil. Not pedo.
Oh, you just don't like, I was 19,
Hold on.
just beautiful. Like, Jesus.
Hold
God
on. Let's
Let's
crowd
settle
vote. Oh
this.
my God! Why is this on
Open
there?
that.
Is that the Nancy Pelosi fied? What
Nope,
the fuck is
that
that?
just makes Tom look like Caitlyn Jenner.
That I actually think that
It's
I
ma'am.
look somewhat
It's
like
ma'am.
the cougar version.
my girl Nancy Pelosi. That's
Ma'am.
I
look like her.
think that would
I'm sorry,
actually
but-
get me in.
All right, real
I
quick
look like
before
a-
we go into that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
there
look
she
like I
is.
need to
There
be
she
in a
is.
freak show is what I look like.
All right.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a sideshow
Justin's
event.
just like, I have
That's
checked.
where-
Hold on. God damn it. Hold on. Let's go through. Audience, drop who you think is the hottest in here. So we're there's Justin,
You want a
With the
carny?
beard.
there's Lynn,
I look like a Karen.
there's Phil KOE himself,
She is
12 years old.
there's Chicken.
19. Beautiful.
That is
Kind of
I-
looks
I'm-
like a
I'll
cute
tell you what's
could
in
have
that
been my
hand.
cousin.
You know,
Here's
Lynn, your
Brendan.
jealousy is so unbecoming of you.
I'd
Brendan.
smash her even with the hand.
both of you stop. God damn it. Here's Tony.
Midget.
And here is Tom. Who is the hottest? Drop them in the chat. Fellas, let's go down through us. Who do you vote for? You can't vote for yourself.
All right, I'll go first, dude. It's a fucking toss up. It's a toss up. Tony, dude, I kind of like midget porn. I ain't gonna lie. I think. But Brandon, you got man hands, but I'd fucking smash. Brandon's got my vote.
All right.
What they do with those man hands, huh?
So we
Yeah,
got 1
right,
point.
right.
I think I'm
Somebody
going
is-
with Tony.
Somebody keeping
I'd
track
vote
of
for
points.
Brandon.
Somebody keeping track of points here. We got a Brendan. We got Tom's going for Tony. Justin, who you got?
I'm going with
What?
What?
Yank. Yank, who you voting for?
I'm with Lynn on this one. Brendan, yeah, that's
Woo,
I'm
two
gonna
for
get
Brendan.
hammered, and we're going
Looks
for fucking
like-
Brendan
dude.
because there's no way I'm getting anything else because Tony's the midget going over here, and I can't get that.
Dude, looks like
Sorry.
a
We got this
fucking
beautiful
party girl.
all-American
I'm
girl,
7
just
foot
like,
tall.
No, dude,
You guys
Brandon
just
looks
don't know
like
what's
a
right.
party
that's
girl, like
that's a
somebody you
fantasy,
do
but
shots
it's not
with.
gonna work.
That's
Brandon-
like that's somebody I can get with right there. Brendan's
Brendan
a chick
is
I can
like-
get with.
Yeah,
Brendan, who
yeah,
you voting
exactly.
for?
I feel like I'm getting votes because I'm easy.
Everybody's fawning over you right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you whore.
That's just a pretty face right there. You know?
you're
So,
you're voting for Tom.
yeah, I am.
Okay, okay. Phil, who you got?
now, like, it would be nobody's shock to hear that, oh, I'm totally just going to fuck myself. No, like, that wouldn't actually shock anybody. But no, like, you know, since I'm going to go with the winning team here because all of you bitches are just jealous. You're just jealous of these good looks, of all this here. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not like other girls. Like, yeah, I am a fucking princess and fuck all of you. But, yeah, I'm going to vote for Tony G because I'm going with the winning team. Fuck all of you.
Awesome. Tony, who you voting for?
I kind of got to go with Phil because she looks like the cute emo chick at the end of the movie. Like, you know, like the jock that like goes after the hot cheerleader the whole movie, and then he finds out she sucks, and his best
12.
friend emo chick, then he hooks up with her at the end, and it's a happy ending. Like, and that's what Phil looks like. So I like a happy ending. So I'm taking Phil home.
You know, I like that. I was gonna go with Tom. Because like when you see that type of face, you're like, oh my God, it's so like heavenly, but it's not real. It's never real when they're that pretty. And just like Tom in real life, it's just like, I just don't believe this shit. He's not a conservative. So I'm going for Brendan.
Oh, you get a shots fired and Tom gets rejected all in like, I don't know why. That's like double.
What's Tom's vote? What's Tom's vote?
Oh, yeah.
I went with Tony.
Oh, you can back right off.
Tom, is it? Be honest. Is it because I showed my titties?
Censored.
Okay.
The belly. You look like 6 months pregnant, bud.
Guy with the long brown hair, that is Brendan. So we got another vote for Brendan. Everybody gets a vote for Bernie. I love it.
I was
Thanks,
the one
Bernie.
with the long brown
Like
hair.
I had beautiful
That's
long brown
actually
hair in my picture.
Oh, mine was long
I
brown
had
hair
long
too.
brown hair.
Hey,
Only one
Look
person
at
had-
my only
hold
comment.
on, Miff. Look
gotta
at them all
type their
fighting over your vote right now. They're all like,
My-
"Vote
my-
for me."
No
my
fun
only-
over me. So this is what it was like being in high school for the girls.
My only
no.
Brendan comment has
It was
to do
she's
with
all
the
that.
fact that Brendan looks like a party girl, one that you could
Yeah.
just go out and have a few shots with and have a good time with. The
Yeah,
rest of y'all just look like fucking,
I look like a
y'all look like just like I don't know.
You guys all look like
yeah.
sluts. I look like
Yeah.
a classy
Hey.
girl.
But no,
It's
but
not
Brendan,
You obviously
Brendan looks
aren't.
like
But
Brendan looks
speak
like
for
a chick
yourself,
with man hands that would still hang out and like drink you under the table and have a good fucking time. That's why I
Give you
was
a
like,
hand.
I don't
dude,
think so.
Brendan
Slide.
that was
is
a
the
good
slut
chick right
of
there.
everything right now.
All right,
Look
Yeah,
did we
Brendan,
figure out
you
a
look like
winner?
you're hot.
Did we figure out a winner? Did anybody keep track? I think
I
Brendan
think
won
it's-
our votes.
Yeah.
Tony won the audience.
All right.
So apparently,
My mic
Brendan's the
was gonna
last
pee.
call when nobody is around. There's all the fantasies, but Brendan's like the realist. Like, I'm here, boys.
Hey, I'm reliable, and that matters sometimes.
Yes,
Sometimes.
it does. It does.
Urasama, I'm working on it.
Urasama's like, "Where's mine, guys? What the fuck?" Like, yeah.
I'm
So
All right. While Tony's working on that, let's start outroing. Plug your stuff, and we'll get ready to wrap this bad boy up and head over to the post show. Let's start it off with Tom. Tell everybody where they can find you, your new show, and all that good stuff, sir.
Yeah, my name's Tom. I go by Tom Foolery. I do politics and mainly debate coaching and rhetoric online. I am now a rhetorical consultant in real life, and I help people word things better to get their points across more clearly or in a more persuasive way. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/tomfoolery show, or you can go to tomfoolerypc.com. Appreciate you having me on, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Tom. It's been a long time, and we miss you, sir. We do. Always
Especially
friendly
now we know you're
banter
a
and
sexy
fun here.
girl.
What's
Aw.
that? I don't know. Yank, go ahead, man.
There you go. My name is Yank, aka Justin, from the Yanked Up Studios. We got Yanked Up Podcast, Yanked Up Cooking, and Yanked Up Gaming every once in a while. You can find us basically every 2 weeks on a Wednesday on Facebook. Don't use YouTube very much, so we're going to drop that. And that's pretty much it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, there's some good foods on there, and I've been cooking a lot with Jim Beam Black lately. Oh
fuck,
my
Jim Beam
God.
Black is great for cooking.
Oh, it is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna have to jump on there with some of my. I did boneless sirloin strips the other day, and just soaked them for I did 12 hours. With Jim Beam Black, and it was
Nice.
just perfect. It's gorgeous. Loved them. Woke up in the morning, pouring fucking bourbon into a little bag at fucking 8 in the morning, getting ready for work. My wife's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Here you go. That's for me.
Get used to it.
Yeah, get used to it. You married me. Go ahead, Brendan.
Brendan, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I may have drank some.
Hey, I'm Brendan, Dad's Worldwide. Come check us out. We are on all the podcatchers. We're everywhere. And if we're not, tell me we're not, because I will go there and I will get us on there. Yeah, we just like to have fun, have a great time, talk about dad stuff, parenting stuff, and occasionally some off the wall stuff. So, and hey guys, congrats on 100, and thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for being a part of everything up until then, sir. You're one of the great ones out there, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, hard one.
Thank you.
Aw.
All right. This is weird. All right, go ahead, Lynn.
All right. Hey, I'm Lynn, a.k.a. Skinnerd, a.k.a. the sexiest son of a bitch on this panel. Fuck you, Phil.
Jealousy is unbecoming.
You could follow me on the TikTok at WesLynn4. I'm getting more members every day, and people are following me, and it's fucking thanks to you guys. I've yet to show up on the Dad's Worldwide podcast, even though I kind of want to blow the female version.
Called out.
I'm just saying. I'm a dad. I need to be there.
Hey,
This guy
Calling
needs
you
to
out
send
too.
me some
Calling you out
messages and
too.
say, "Yo, what
Sparky.
up, dude? You're a dad. I'm a dad. We're dads. We need to go and be
a
dads."
lot of dads
On a
here.
dad podcast.
Daddery.
Just saying. But other than that, hey, check me out on that freaking TikTok. And one of these days, I might show up with like a YouTube page about like music reviews or something. It's coming. I might do something with my daughter. I'm not sure. I'm kind of thinking of some shit to do where we like review metal music or something, because I like metal and metal is fucking awesome. If you don't like it, fuck off. Other than that, you guys have a good night, and I love y'all. Keep watching. 100 episodes is awesome. Glad to be part of it.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being here, brother.
Well,
go ahead, Phil. Do your thing, buddy.
Yeah,
well,
you
folks,
Angsters.
thank you all for joining us for this 100th episode of the Dog and Chicken Show here at Big Buckin' Empire. We arrived at the zenith, the mountaintop together, and we finally arrived to this point for me to say, all that being said, thank you for joining us for 100 glorious episodes here at the Dog and Chicken Show. God bless every last one of you. I am Phil KOE of KOE Nation on YouTube and Twitch. KOE Nation, YouTube and Twitch, to get all of your KOE content. Folks, I hope to see all of you there. Like, share, subscribe. But also, folks, I'm going to pull us all up on this screen here, because thank every last one of you who has been on this show tonight and throughout the years, literally. I want to thank our special guests here on the bottom of the screen. Tom Foolery of the Tom Foolery Show on YouTube. Definitely check him out. Also, just Fence Sitters on YouTube. You got to check that out. Also, Yanked Up Podcast on YouTube, also on Facebook. Be sure to check him out, and thank you for coming on and just being a good salt of the earth guy that you are. Brendan from Dad's Worldwide. You come on and do that voodoo that you do so well, and we love having you on all the time. It's a marvel, we've had some ups
Andy
and
ain't
downs.
bad looking.
Apparently. So Brendan, thank you and go to Dad's Worldwide. Check him out, definitely. Also, here at the top row, Westlyn4 on TikTok. Go check him out. Over there, we got Tony G at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and Spotify. You need to check him out. YouTube, Spotify, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. Also, Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube, on Facebook, Big Buckin' Entertainment on Twitch, and KOE Nation on YouTube and Twitch. All of these beautiful places where you can get all of this marvelous cast of characters. Folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Raise a glass to yourselves. I hope to find every last one of you back here at Big Buckin' Empire and any of these marvelous shows. Happy, healthy, much the wiser. God bless every last one of you. Tony, Chicken, take it away.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You still there, Tony?
I'm here. I'm just wondering if you can actually hear me. So
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. So I guess I'll just I'm just gonna say I'll keep it simple. 100 episodes plus like 25 COVID episodes, a couple of specials, a bunch of election night coverage shit, debates. Like we've got like probably 300 some videos on the Big Buckin' Empire YouTube page. Oh, definitely go over and get subscribed to the Dog and Chicken Show specific YouTube page, because it could be any day at this point when they decide, you know what, 100's enough and you guys are assholes. So, wouldn't hurt to have that backup ready to rock and roll. But of course, the Facebook page and the Twitch page as well. But that's been a fucking ride, guys. I'm so happy that we were able to do this. I'm sorry my night was a fucking disaster on my end. Didn't have as much to contribute as I wanted, but should have known. All the milestone episodes usually have a bunch of fucking baggage, and it's always because of me. So, keeping with tradition. I do appreciate each and every one of you, because you guys have all made this show possible. You guys have all added to the content and added a lot of different diverse opinions and discussion throughout this 100 episode journey. So everybody here, everybody who couldn't be here, everybody who watched, everybody who will watch this, truly and utterly appreciate all of you. 110%. This is amazing. Thank you very, very much. And yes, cheers.
And
indeed.
With the appreciation, Urasama gets to come in here at the end. Cheers, guys. May you be around as long as the lockdowns. And by that, I mean forever.
Allegedly.
Love you, Urasama.
I hope you're
In a video game.
Yes. In a video
God
game.
bless all of you beautiful people out there. And make it to the post show. We got some more saucy stuff to tell.
Yes, link to the post show is in the chat. Until next week, folks. Appreciate you as always. Love you. Bye.
And see if it just smooths itself out.
Tell you what I'll do if I ever get back. I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow. It's hard to survive.